And welcome back to episode 29 of the Hit the Showers podcast, presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I am your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings, here with my point man and co-host, Malcolm Practice Squad King.
Hey, always a starter. Well, always a starter. What's going on, fellas?
Shit, we back again. You know what it is.
Yes,
Then we
sir.
got my nigga, I don't even know what coast he on. He looked like he in the motherfucking Chicago locker room. But we got...
baby.
Stupid. We got Aaron, injured reserve Spencer.
I ain't never getting out this line.
Oh, man.
He said that tendonitis them set him down.
Yeah, I got
He got the Rona.
back here. I'm on my treatment. Right.
Mark, I'll go ahead and let you introduce our guest in the building today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got my cousin in the building, Mr. Lester Impossible Chip Snipe, here with us.
Man.
What's going on,
He
Les?
said
What's going on, man? Full chip. We got 2 chips.
Yeah,
Just two.
man.
Just
Listen.
2.
Well, you know what we're here for. We're here to talk basketball. Does anybody have anything they would like to kick us off with?
Why isn't so disrespected? Why isn't Julius Randle in the MVP talks? I was really pondering that today. I mean, Julius Randle, you know, to your standards, especially Cliff, when you talk about most valuable to a team / the league, I mean, he does it game in, game out, day in, day out, whatever you want to say. He is a dog. He is a dog. I haven't seen him off his game yet.
Than Chris Paul?
Yeah, look at his numbers. Yes,
What do you mean, Chris Paul?
Chris Paul's giving you Chris Paul numbers.
The hardest conference in the league.
But listen, Chris Paul is joining. But listen, it is the hardest conference in the league. But Chris Paul's also with a Devin Booker. He's with a DeAndre Ayton. He's got some pieces around him. I'm not saying Randle has no pieces around him, but he's got some young talent around him, guys who aren't established yet. Derrick Rose is a bench. Derrick Rose is a bench player.
Consistency.
Now, Derrick Rose has been going off, but he does come off the bench. I definitely understand what Malk's been saying, or what Malk is saying. I would say it comes down to popularity. You know
right,
what I
that's
mean?
the
like,
issue.
You got to think about it. Like New York hasn't been considered like a big top market team for a while.
Oh, wow.
For a very, very, very long
about 10
time.
years.
So it's not
years,
like they're right, and it's not like they're out there, you know, petitioning or bargaining for airtime on these different regions because they don't have a team to show off. You know what I mean? That's why Philly, you think of somewhere like Philly compared to New York, that ain't shit. Like, as opposed to the region, the area.
Right,
but when you think of how good their team is, that team, those games reach out further into the country because the NBA wants to, you know, let me profit off these motherfuckers.
Right. New York is the bigger market, which has a bigger effect. I get what you're saying.
It should have a bigger effect, but because they don't have
the New York Knicks is a more popular team than the Suns. Naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, definitely that. But the issue is that they don't have a product to market, and they haven't until now. This was something that caught us by surprise.
I agree.
Kind of like Cleveland this past year. It caught us by surprise. Trust and believe, if New York was prepared for them to be as good as they were this year, you'd see them across different regions.
Yeah,
you'd see them,
they would get airtime.
Their games wouldn't just be shown in this little pocket
I think
of the country.
Not a lot of teams, but a few teams like the Jazz or another example.
Right.
The team that didn't expect to be that far up. But the Suns, I like, you know, this is just, at this point, it's just a personal opinion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just like how the Suns are doing it.
I mean, the Jazz and the Suns both don't have chips, though.
Exactly. And New York hasn't had one since like 72.
But they have had one.
We're sitting here counting that shit.
But
we counting that shit
but
from
they
50
have had one.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's about sitting at the so they gotta sit at the baby table. So while you're talking about a small market, like at least our market comes with a chip, is what New York can say.
New York comes with a reputation. New York is just full of ballers. Like that, like they all say it's the Mecca.
Right.
Right. I was gonna say
right.
Chicago, Los Angeles.
I could agree with that.
But we all can agree that New York is probably.
I mean, it just baffled me.
Right.
It just baffled me watching all the highlights lately of like I said, all the games I had studied the past week. But when I watched the Knicks and I just watched Randall work and I just watched him do his thing.
He's a baller.
He's so underrated. Yeah. He's so disrespected.
He's a post monster. He's the elbow giant.
Post monster, Aaron, but he's Aaron. But Aaron, he's not even just working. He's not even just working you in the post.
Oh, you
should. He can shoot. He can shoot some threes.
He ain't even just working you in the post.
Yeah,
he's shooting threes. He's shooting mids. He's doing it all.
He's getting the free throw line. He's doing everything. Like, he's doing everything.
This man not getting his people.
I don't know. They just getting to know him. People just getting to know him. This is his breakout year, to be honest.
It is.
After like 6 years in the league.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. He was on the Lakers. He was everywhere. Like
New Orleans.
Did he go to New Orleans? He didn't go to New Orleans.
Yeah, he was on the Pelicans. Yeah, he was. Did he?
I thought he went straight from the Lakers to New York.
I thought he pit stopped somewhere.
He could have though. Right. That could be.
He might be.
He's like
might be right.
He's a mini Jeff Green.
he ain't been passed around that much now.
No, not yet.
he touched at least three.
Jeff Green had them health problems. That's why he got bounced around a lot too.
Lester is right. He played for New Orleans right after the Lakers for one season for the 08 team.
Oh, really?
Season. Yeah, Lester's right.
Yeah, he stopped some. I thought it was New Orleans because of the damn jerseys. You know how they changed the name.
I forgot about that.
It used to be the Hornets, and they switched it to the Pelicans, and all of that mix up. Like, bro, come on, man. Like, what was the point?
Right. Yeah.
What was
all them years have been the same team? It was all the same. New Orleans was the Hornets for forever. And then, we're gonna switch to the Pelicans now, like out of nowhere. Like, what was the point?
What was your original question?
It was my original question was, why is Randall being snubbed? Why is he not?
Right. Talks? Oh God.
I think he should be up there.
10.
It's the 4 or 5 years of relative inactivity, and then a year of just shit. Like he should definitely win the most improved or something like that.
I agree.
That's a good point too.
Then they came out the cut like, man, I've been practicing. Really?
They played the Rockets. They beat the Rockets 122-97 on the second. He dropped. That was a 31-point game. He was 31-7 and 6.
Steady numbers.
Balling.
But
it's almost to the point now where like it's he's arrived, like where he's finally realized what it is he can do in the league, where it's like that's to be expected of him at this point.
I think he found his niche. He found what works.
Right.
You find your gravy, you know what I'm saying, what works on everything. Like, okay, y'all stopping this. I still got this move, your go-to move or whatever.
By the way, I stand incorrect. According to the MVP ranking on NBA.com, I believe, as of this past Tuesday, they have him number 8 out of 10 for the candidates for MVP. They have him ranked at 8. Julius Randle.
That's a start.
I figured he was on the top 10.
Right. For a while he wasn't though. Like I feel like he should have been on there at least in the top 10. But I think they just put him on.
And they're winning. Winning.
Right.
Where's Steph Curry on that list?
Now that's gonna be my next point. They got him number 7, man. That's disrespectful, man.
That's disrespectful. That boy dropping 50 points a game.
While we there though, go ahead and run up the 6 through the 1 for me, because I want to know who's in front of him currently.
Damian Lillard number 6, Luka Doncic number 5. They've got Chris Paul at number 4. And they've got Giannis Antetokounmpo at number 3, Joel at number 2, Joker at number 1.
Told you Chris was
Curry should probably be a 4 on that list.
Thank you, Aaron.
Why is he so low?
I'm not saying Chris Paul shouldn't be on there, but he shouldn't be 4. I put Chris Paul.
Curry should probably be at the 4
6
spot.
or 7, right?
I can agree with that.
I can see Curry behind Antetokounmpo.
I put Curry above Antetokounmpo, honestly.
Would you?
Antetokounmpo's had a couple good games lately. He has
Curry,
impressed me
his
lately.
last 20 games, he's been lighting it
Yeah,
up.
his
bro.
last.
He's
Hey,
on
That
a
boy-
plus 37 game streak, I believe.
Right.
he already
boy-
hit in the threes this year again.
Bro, he set the
He
record.
hit
Yeah,
300 threes the other night.
Fourth time we done did it.
this boy is a shooter, bro.
He's a cheat code.
Ain't
Bro,
nobody else
he's a
did
cheat code.
it.
Bro, he got his 99 on the 2K. He's a 2K 99 overall. That boy just he comes up. He don't even got to step across half
Curry's
court.
gotta go down.
You said what, cuz?
I said Steph Curry's got to go down. It's like, I mean,
That's
there's
right.
no question of his legendary status. So him getting like an MVP, fourth or third spot should just be like default.
Right, right.
Facts.
He's
Like,
gonna be on that.
He's doing
what
that
he
Steph
does.
Curry shit again. Put him up there.
Right.
You already got two, right? You got two
Yeah.
or one?
2.
You got two.
He got two
Yeah.
back to back
He
years.
was the first.
That boy, he practices from the fucking tunnel, bro.
Right.
He practices from the tunnel. And your boy Donich does the same thing.
Doncic.
Practices from the tunnel. That boy, boop, no problem. See you later, buddy.
That's first show though. That's just to look cute for real.
All right, but he actually does it in the game, though. That's the thing.
Into the madness. Does that if you do that on away team's court before the game, does that kind of throw the fans off a little bit? Like I'm kind of into Steph Curry right now, even though I'm a Lakers fan.
Okay, so you're looking at it from a marketing perspective? Or
I'm
are you
looking
looking
at it
at
as
it from like a shift in momentum, like with the crowd?
I'm looking at it like with football. You had the biggest dude get off the bus first, right? Something like that. You got Steph Curry going there early for the fans that aren't his fans and shoot half court shots just because it's practice. Well, I'm glad y'all came out and watched it.
But I'm saying though, like, what's the benefit to him in the game? Like the fact that they don't boo as loud when he has the ball.
Yeah. Steph Curry might be that player where you're playing at home and he crosses you up and the crowd goes, ooh.
Well, to your
They're going to do that
Aaron,
anywhere. They're going to do that anywhere.
When they played the 76ers 2 weeks ago and they beat them, remember Cliffy talked about him and Seth, that showdown?
Right.
The 76ers fans were chanting MVP for Steph. They was praising Steph.
That's what I'm saying. That might come from him before the game, being like, look, I'm finna entertain y'all with these half-court shots and shooting from the hallway and shit. I'm just saying, like, it's a whole thing of before the game. I know it may seem stupid to y'all. What I'm trying to say is that
I get what you're saying.
If you're just shooting stupid shots and burying them before the game like it's nothing, guess what I'm going to do to your team?
I'm about to murder you. It's a murder section.
What it?
Yeah, that was all I had, Cliff, is
No, that
Randall,
makes
I feel like
sense.
Randall, I'm glad he's getting his P's in at least the conversation, and Steph definitely should be higher. That's all I had to start us off with.
Okay, I definitely agree with both of those. Definitely agree Steph should be higher than 7. Randall at 8 makes sense to me.
Who's 9 and 10 just for shits and giggles?
Yeah, right.
Oh, 9 and 10 is Rudy Gobert and Devin Booker.
Rudy Gobert.
What? What?
Devin
Bro,
Booker
they're just giving
should be higher
anybody.
than him.
Bro, that's what I'm
Booker
saying,
should
bro.
be higher
This ranking is off. Someone's lying. Somebody's capping.
Yeah.
Somebody's lying, bro. Somebody's getting paid for these damn stats.
Rudy Gobert, not Donovan Mitchell.
That's what I'm saying. That's what throws me. Like out of everybody on the team,
What?
it goes to Rude.
Not Donovan Mitchell, not no one else. Just
The stifler.
Somebody got fired for that shit. You got fired. This nigga.
Current because he didn't make the All-Star game. Like, bro, that guy, just that guy.
Hey,
You
Cliff,
didn't make the All-Star game?
Cliff, you want to talk about if your boy Anderson Varejao is going to be the difference maker on the Cleveland Cavaliers? I seen they just signed him to a 10-day contract. Did you see that?
No, I didn't. But no, we'll get to my Cavs. Right now we go on segue since we just hopped off the MVP. What's that rookie
Ooh, hold on.
update looking like?
I'm gonna go ahead and make a statement.
It didn't load earlier when I was doing my notes this
LaMelo
morning.
came back and was like, "I'm finna play."
That's what I'm saying. Like
regardless of what's finna happen.
Okay.
It wasn't exactly what I was saying. It's kind of what I was saying. Like I think he was gonna come back and just keep doing what he was doing.
Okay.
He's not doing nothing crazy, but that shit looked nice.
He's every time he's on the court, it's just like the whole team changes. Like
the game is entertaining.
It is.
It's an entertaining game.
It's exciting to watch. It seems like the players are playing with more energy when Melo's on the court.
You got a bunch of young guys with them. They all want to play. They all athletic for the most part.
They watched him grow up. They watched him grow up when he was a Denver Nugget.
I don't know. Wait, what?
Melo's been balling.
Melo's been balling for years.
We're talking about LaMelo.
Oh, you talking about Melo Ball?
Yeah.
I think you said Melo.
No,
that's all
LaMelo.
Okay, all right.
You're talking about LaMelo. I'm talking about
love Melo. Oh yeah, he's a hooper. The light-skinned it.
Yeah.
His dad's all in the news. All of the extra stuff. Yeah, that guy.
Videos, dancing and shit.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah. I got the best shoes.
They got Anthony Edwards number 1, LaMelo Ball back at number 2, Jae'Sean Tate at number 3, Tyrese Halliburton at number 4, but he will drop. He's out for the rest of the season. They're projecting.
For real?
He got hurt bad the other night. I watched the highlight.
Ooh, I didn't see that.
Sadiq Bey is number 5, and then you've got Emmanuel Quickly at number 7, Desmond Bain, shout out to him at number 8, your boy Isaac Okoro number 9, Cole Anthony number 10. So I guess I'll say number 6. Isaiah Stewart from the Pistons is number 6.
Where did you say that Jae'Sean Tate was at?
He is currently number 3.
Okay.
Yeah. LaMelo, but LaMelo, the last time we talked, I believe LaMelo was like
5.
What? Yeah.
5 or yeah.
So he's 2 now. And he only had about 2.
Got a shot.
Good work. Yeah.
He been balling.
So,
He been balling.
I don't think it's any question. It's going to be LaMelo.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like what? 2 weeks left? Definitely 2 weeks left now.
I think so.
Something like that.
Anthony is averaging more points per game than LaMelo currently. I know LaMelo just
by how much?
By about
what's a total stat line? It can't just be
1.5 points per game.
So what? Because Melo dropped down to like 14 or something like that.
Well, so what they have it right now is Anthony Edwards is 18.5 points per game, 4.6 rebounds per game. He's been balling lately too. 2.8 assists per game. Now Melo is 15.7 points per game, 5.9 rebounds,
15.7. Okay.
Yeah, close.
Nah, but I mean,
as an overall player, though,
you are correct though, and his whole stat line altogether.
That's what matters.
Does look a little better, but I mean, like you said, he still got time to put some points up, and I also feel that Anthony Edwards is luckily in a better position where the Timberwolves, the really only other big dog on the court is Cat. And Cat can't play guard. You know what I mean? So really you got that world to yourself.
Well, here's the issue. And people forget this. D'Angelo Russell is playing and he's healthy.
He's off and on. Ain't nobody
that's what I was gonna say. You're not worried about him now, but he just came back this year. But once I think he'll be like a Randall once he finds his rhythm, because he was hot early on, whether it be in Golden State and in Los Angeles. He has been cold on Minnesota. He hasn't been doing much. But yeah, I was just saying there's another guard, but Anthony's the one that's controlling it because D'Angelo's not doing a dang thing.
Yeah, for somebody that's been in the league that long and you got a young bull coming in, basically taking the ball out your hands like, I'm going to take this.
Yeah.
Go down.
That's a bad look.
It's not. I mean, I guess it depends on how you take it. It depends on how you receive it. You could go to the role of, all right, I'm going to be a shooter then. If he's going to be somebody's going to penetrate all the time, let me be open. But it is kind of demoralizing.
It is.
So I'm like, look, you're not point no more. It's got to be cut and dry. You're not point no more.
Yeah.
He's the stepchild on, bro. He's the stepchild now of the family.
What you think, man? That's what I'm saying. That's just rough. Like, that's rough.
I've been in the league longer than you, and this dude's taking over my spot. I can't even control the ball. I gotta wait for you to And then what if I start missing a lot of shots, bro? Then now my morale.
But Melo got drafted. Was it 1 or was it 2?
LaMelo
got drafted.
It was 1
or 2.
Double check.
He was in the top 3.
No, he got drafted 2. Anthony Edwards is number 1.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, but I'm saying though, when you draft somebody that high, regardless of if somebody's been in the league longer than you kind of he gotta pan out. Somebody's job's on the line.
Actually, correction, number 3. LaMelo Ball went round 1, pick 3.
Who went before him?
Let's see, 2020.
Is that right?
Draft. Yeah, he went 3.
Why did he drop down so far?
Hold on. James Wiseman, I believe, was 1. Anthony Edwards was 2. LaMelo, I'm looking it up again just to make sure. But I remember watching that draft. Yeah, okay, so it was Anthony Edwards is number 1. James Wiseman was number 2 for the Warriors center. LaMelo was number 3 in that 2020 draft.
Okay.
So, it's still top 3 pick. I mean, yeah, you got to show out.
And the people that got picked in front of you, like James Wiseman is like somebody that gets picked. You're like, okay. I get why you picked him.
Right. I mean, they needed a big at that particular spot. So
you got Steph Curry here. What you need with LaMelo? You need.
You don't need nobody small like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's true.
I think I was thinking Alonzo. Lonzo went 2.
Yeah, Lonzo did go 2. He did. Hey, he been doing this thing lately too. I don't know if y'all seen that, man.
He's wishy-washy as fuck as well. Like, it don't matter.
It
doesn't matter if you put up 30 points if you shot 9 for 25. You know what I mean? Like,
but I can't.
That's Westbrook numbers. That's what Westbrook does.
I can't say that because there's a lot of times where Curry will go 4 for 25.
In the first half,
30 or 40 points.
Listen, but I mean, Curry also has to do that. He's the only one on the team that's gonna put up shots. If Curry didn't put up at least 20 shots in a game, you'd be looking at Curry like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why didn't you shoot? What's wrong with you?" He has to take those shots. Lonzo doesn't have to take those shots. Lonzo has
hero shots. You're right. Curry take them hero ass dribble for like.
Curry's the Brett Favre of the NBA. He's a
deep, like the go deep guy.
Yeah, like I'm shooting the lights out. Like I'm on or I'm off.
Every play gotta be a Hail Mary. Every play gotta be a Hail Mary.
Yeah,
throw it up. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Throw it up. Hurry up.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I still don't. I don't know. Lonzo's been doing okay.
Been balling lately.
I don't know if it's gonna. I think that we're eventually gonna be in the same position we were in before Melo got hurt, where it kind of seemed like, I'm not gonna say he was playing a little demoralized, but he was playing kind of reserved. Like, he just wasn't looking as good. And I feel like because he was noticing everybody was giving his brother all that praise and he wasn't getting it. So he was kind of like playing like his dog died-ish. And I feel like he's going to slide back into that slump once Lonzo gets back out there. Melo gets back out there. Because you can see it already. He only played a couple games and everybody already like, look at Melo back on the court.
Right.
Lonzo just has to
12 points.
Sit back down.
I'm averaging 12 points.
Well, Melo is just more exciting to watch. Like I saw a debate today where like they were trying to compare, I believe it was on Undisputed. They were trying to compare who's better, Lonzo or LaMelo. Obviously, that's no question, at least in my opinion.
At the moment. But I mean, I think LaMelo's just more exciting to watch, right? Lonzo's just, like you say, he's just like his dog died. He's just off, or he's having, he's not. It's not even about more exciting. He's everything. Like, I'm not going to say everything. Like, he's more accurate. You know what I mean? He's not going to put up as many points as Lonzo, but he also hadn't been in the league as long to get comfortable doing what he does. But to only be a rookie point guard, he definitely plays comfortable enough to know he can do what he does even against the people he plays with.
He play loose. He played rec league loose. He played like real loose out there for his first year.
Don't
be reserved. And
They be throwing oops and behind the back and under the head. Like,
I'm doing
all kind of stuff.
Says, but I'm not gonna, be creative and create my own. He's out there like it's just me and the homies.
It's a part of his game.
Melo play like we in the Mount Park in 2K. He just be just chilling, just doing his thing.
But Skip Bayless made a good point today, though. Now that I think about it, LaMelo got the upper hand because he got to play in the professional league in the Euro League instead of going to college, where Lonzo had to catch on to
that shit. Fuck Skip Bayless. I said that
shit.
Hey, listen, I slept. Right, you did say that, didn't you?
Yeah, fuck.
But well, he's the one that reminded me of it, so that's why I brought him up. But no, I mean, yeah, LaMelo definitely, like you said, Aaron, like you said, he had the upper hand because he already played with professionals.
I don't think
here he got that chance.
I don't think that that's what it is, though. I don't think that it's like it's an upper hand because he got that chance to play over there. Because, I mean,
you don't think if Lonzo got a chance to play instead of going to UCLA, he got a chance to practice in a professional league with other grown men in the Euro League and kind of learn some different.
Would have had a different effect in some way. I believe that.
Right. Yeah.
But
like Luka, would Luka be as nice as he is if he didn't get a chance to play in that Euro League for so many years? If he came straight out of college, you think Luka would be the same Luka we see now?
I don't know.
Luka's ahead of his time.
I don't know. I think you could question if we don't see a better one.
Same thing with Giannis playing over there in Greece.
You can question whether we don't see a better one. I mean, the only downside to that, of course, is that as a college athlete, you are going to class as well, so it's not like your whole life is devoted to just basketball. Where overseas, I'm sure Lonzo had a chance to just focus on Melo had a chance to focus on just basketball, but other than the style of play, I don't see it giving too much of an advantage. The only advantage is that European or that overseas style of play is different than ours because more times than not, those people are less athletic. So they can't pull off the things that people do in the NBA. So they have different moves that they learn, different fundamentals that they drive into the ground. So it makes that player that much better. You know what I mean?
I got one small, I don't know if it's a rebuttal. I'm gonna use that word.
We'll handle it. Rebut.
When you're in a place with it's unfamiliar, like overseas, you're in Australia or Slovenia or wherever the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Is that a real place, Slovenia?
It
might be.
You didn't know that?
No, I thought he was just right. I know it's Slovakia.
All right, well then. Hey.
he says it all the time. That's why I wanted to ask. It might be.
We gotta get a fact checker for the pod show.
What I'm trying to say is that you kind of get to an isolation point of only thing I know how to do out here is play basketball. You can't really go to the club and fit in.
Like the bubble.
The restaurant fit in, but you can go to the court and fit right in.
Right.
So you can really focus in on the game. I think that's like probably the best part about being overseas is that the distractions are low because I'm not really finna go out there and put myself in those shit where I don't understand what people are saying.
Right.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
He was young. He was only 18.
What them niggas whispering about over there?
They trying to line me up over there.
You start learning. You heard Eric. You just start learning stuff. You know what I mean? You get a train. They just kind of mold you to kind of grasp to it. It sounds like.
I'm saying the basketball court will be my safe place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Looking on the basketball court, shooting, working out in the gym with the trainer, wherever they got going on.
Right.
You all right?
Right.
They had explosive diarrhea.
Oh shit! Oh, it's the big one.
I know he got that light bladder. That's probably what it is. But no, I mean that's a good point, Aaron. I mean that would be a little challenging to go play somewhere where you're not too accustomed to like the culture or the language and stuff like that. But I mean, if it can teach me some things to add to my skill set, I'm all for it. And if the money's at least all right. that was a dire question I wanted to ask Eric, but obviously that was kind of an off the camera question about the whole maybe the whole pay situation. But yeah, if the money was all right and I could learn a couple things, I mean, I'm all for it.
So
it wouldn't hurt.
So before we veer off topic too far, keeping it on the same realm of conversation, do you feel as if it's going to be a lot more beneficial for these kids to be able to bypass their first 2 years in college and spend them in the G League or overseas?
Yeah, for sure.
If you develop kids like the baseball league does, because baseball is a little bit, it's a different
They put
sport.
you on a track, right?
Yeah, but what they do is when you're 16 years old, you can come out and play with the professionals. And you can come out and legally.
Right.
And paid for it in some cases. There's probably some NCAA.
Right, it's on like a different track,
but
right?
Different than basketball and football. Basketball and football, you violate the NCAA rules, you out. And, we all know how that goes sometimes. It's good or bad. But in baseball, they procure your talent. Soccer does it too. You can be a professional soccer player when you're like 16 years old.
I think it was below that. Wasn't that one dude?
Yeah, Freddie Abdul.
15 or something when he came out.
But think about how athletic and flexible and energetic you were at that age.
Right.
Best time to be a professional. If you're
capable, yeah, I would definitely say so.
There are, you get what I'm saying, but there are some people that you look at like, you 15, show me your ID.
Right. That's true.
Boy, you look 30. Reggie, so maybe hop in this car, come get you. So maybe come out here and get you. 10:01.
What? Right. So do you think we gonna see that? We haven't seen that yet. When
RJ Hampton was the first one. RJ Hampton.
No, he came. Did he do 2 years ago? Okay, I don't remember.
I think RJ Hampton was the first one that went to like developmental league.
Did they already? They've already allowed that.
I think coming straight from high school is about to happen.
Oh, right.
That's what I say. Was that 23? What's that 23 and 24 season or something like that, or is that in their collective bargaining agreement?
I think you start playing, now they give them the option of when you come out of college, you can go straight to like when you come out of high school, you can go straight to the G League instead of college.
Right.
So you can play 2 years.
And you get paid.
Yeah, you get paid 30, 40,000, maybe 60 or some shit like that. But
that's better than paying for free.
We all know the stories of people, working for less than that. You playing ball for 4 or 5 months out the year, and you're making 30 G's.
So does that then mean that you don't have to spend the 2 years there? Can they say he's ready now, move him up?
Can you not bring up somebody who has an NBA who's in the G League for a 10-day contract? Is there like a waiting period for that?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking.
I don't have an answer for that.
Okay. That would be my next question, because if you could, it would make more sense to bypass that. You may even get more production out of a motherfucker because they like, listen, I don't got time 2 years to be playing in this G League. I'm trying to get up tomorrow.
And you're also playing against like grown ass seasoned sometimes NBA players. There's some players in there sprinkled in that's like a good test.
But some motherfuckers is ready. Some is ready out the gate. Some have been saying I was ready since high school, and some of them actually were, but they can't because of the politics of the NCAA. So if they do go there, I feel like that would even boost the viewership of the G League, because if you did have players coming out the gate, like I'm trying to get a 10-day contract tomorrow, you might even see, like it might even turn into that the same way people will say, I like watching college football over NFL.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna say something
because NCAA, the college ain't like that.
Yeah, but I
was born
too specific, but there's a certain group of people that feel that way about college sports and professional sports. They call professional players crybabies, and they praise the college athletes as heroes, and which isn't wrong. No, athletes in college are kids for the most part. But what I'm trying to say is that they're saying that like because you're the best and you ended up getting paid, it doesn't mean you can just be. Man, I'm trying not to say nothing crazy.
I know what you're getting at though, but yeah. I just look at it as your first album. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you look at every rapper's
work.
first album is going to be their best work because they were still hungry. That was the album they were trying to make something happen. And that's where I feel like you get a lot of people that do view the I like college basketball, because there are a lot of people that get that check and they slack off.
Now, give me $100 million, I'll slack off too. Give me $100 million.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And when
the Madden curse, y'all
stop giving them 9 figures and say, listen, on your contract, you're going to base salary at 10, and all the rest is incentives. And if you don't want to earn it, cool, we'll see you later, and just pass by, because you signing people to these 9-figure deals that and they're not productive. They get injured. You still got to pay them all their money. So what's the difference? They don't care. They get COVID, they're out for 2 weeks. It's a vacation. Man. They get COVID for 2 weeks, they're on vacation, chilling. So I mean, it's all a scam. So I guess who just plays the game better.
I mean, but at that point, and that's not, and I wouldn't say that that's an awful idea. I don't know if it would start at 10, but then you get the argument of look at what the owners and the organization is making off of the people playing. And then that 10 doesn't quite seem like a big enough slice of the pie.
I mean, it just depends on the position. You know what I mean? How long they've been in. Because when they sign them to them rookie deals or, the NFL or whatever, they sign them to them 4-year, 5-year, 5th option.
But
they make 4 base, whatever that is.
Right.
I mean, it depends on the league. So NBA, football, whatever sport you're playing, you just got to look at what are you really doing?
I wouldn't be against like not to cut you off. I apologize if I cut you off, but I would be interested in seeing something like a 60% contract with 40% incentives. Now that 60% may not be the same for this man as it is that man, but you still only get 60 and the other 40 is in incentives. That way it does give somebody a drive to really want to play. You know what I mean? Like we were talking about with the whole play-in tournament. A lot of people talking like that shit's weak now, but that just means that you got to play. I don't think it's that weak. I think it pushes people early to want to play. Do you want to tank? You may not want to tank now. You may
bring it up, man. Let's go ahead and bring it up. You gonna bring it up, Malcolm?
Play-in tournament. What's up?
Come on, man. Your boy is like, man, like I've been to play-in tournament. This shit terrible. I hate this shit.
I mean, you want me to?
Yeah, you sound like that dude that makes the LeBron videos where he said, "What? James Harden went to the Knicks?
Yeah,
James Harden.
I know you're talking about.
What was you doing?
Yeah, LeBron shouted him out too for those videos. Cliff, you want me to go ahead and do my rebuttal against Aaron now, because we already knew he was going to try to bring this up. I already told you I was prepared.
Go ahead, say
all right. So let's get straight to it, Aaron. So I'm not mad at LeBron for being 36 years old and playing a lot of minutes and being an MVP talk early and all that. I'm fine with all that. The problem I have with LeBron, I'm not going to disagree with you. The problem I have with LeBron is you get hurt, you sit out 20 games, you decide to come back. Bro, you could have sat out. We're still in the playoff contention. You could have sat out. You decided to come back. Then you're in the press conference talking about this playoff tournament's stupid. Whoever made this bullshit up should be fired. Yada, yada, yada. And then he also said, I don't know if you caught this, Aaron. He also said, he said, I'll never be 100% again. This injury was so significant with this high ankle sprain. He said, "I'll quote unquote, I will never be 100% again."
Man,
I told Cliff, go ahead.
No. Cliff called me the dot connector last time. Man. I'm the dot connector.
Connect them dots.
Like at some point this season, he was gonna be like, "Man, look, I don't feel good. I can't do it no more. I'm 36 or some shit."
Right.
I'm not saying that's an excuse. What I'm trying to say is that you're now saying you're just now saying after the season's coming to almost an end. Oh, this playing tournament is terrible. Did you just now figure that out?
Man,
he should have said that. He should have said at the beginning of the season.
This is my thoughts on it. This is my thoughts on it. And that's why I feel like LeBron's weak right now. It's my thoughts on it. Y'all. I want to see what y'all think. I feel like LeBron's saying I'm not 100%. I'll never be 100% again. Playoff tournament's weak. Because if we in the Lakers don't win the championship or go as far as we're expected to with LeBron, I think he's putting out an early excuse to say, well, I told y'all I'll never be 100% again. I'm hurt. What do y'all expect? Like, trying to remove the blame from himself, which is weak to me.
Of course.
Weak to me.
Summer. Space Jam 20.
Right.
What's the new Space Jam called? It's Space Jam something.
Space Jam 2. Space Jam 2.
Well, Space Jam 2.
He said 21. My G said 21.
He said Space Jam, the new generation. Space Jam, the new goat.
Exactly. We have a kids meeting right now. I don't know what's gonna stick. I'm just throwing shit out there.
And that, you know what? That brings up my next point. For anybody that is watching live or listens back to this podcast, anybody that's a true LeBron fan and is putting LeBron in that GOAT category, saying he's the GOAT, no, he's not. Because last time I checked, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, whoever you want to label as your GOAT, would never tell you, at least publicly, as a quote, I'll never be 100% again. And
this is what he said. This is what he said. I gotta play back-to-back games. I gotta play back-to-back games. That's his main grief with it. I gotta play both those games. Yes.
I mean, as far as the playing tournament is concerned, I mean, the only reason why, like, even in the NFL with that seventh, playoff team or whatever, the only reason why I like that, the whole playoff, like the playoff tournament, you got a team that didn't even get 50, like possibly not even win over half their games. So now you got a team that's they got a chance to the playoffs to play. They didn't even win half their games, which means they got slaughtered in their division. And so now, or even in their conference, got slaughtered 28-39 or something crazy. And it's like, bro,
you might not really even have two tough games while you're bullshitting.
Right. It's not even about that. It's just like the fact that, like, if you just had 1 through 8, okay, the 8th earner spot, at least, you know what I mean? And I get what he's saying. It was all this time, all you know what I mean? He's been in the league, 16, 17 years now? And all this time it's been one way, and all of a sudden we want to switch it up. So now a team like Memphis could come in and maybe sleep you. And since he's not 100%, that may be the game.
You know what, Les? That sounds not to get on the NFL, but that sounds like that Tom Brady mess that we were just talking about too.
That whining shit. Whining don't look good on great.
Don't make me get Tom. Don't make me get his background. Don't make me do it.
Whining don't look good.
It don't. Hey, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
Don't make me go deeper in the rabbit hole, man. Because
he's 36, man. He's been playing 48.
Where's the ring at?
What do you want from me? What do you want?
That's how he acts. He probably do be in that locker room less like that too, talking to the coaches and the teammates like
what do you want? What do you want from me?
Put tears coming down his eyes.
48 minutes I played. I gave my soul for the game.
You're right.
Like, what do you want? I'm tired.
Right. I can see him doing that too. I can.
That's what Ron's doing.
He probably said that exact shit.
Didn't he?
That exact shit at least twice. Once in Cleveland, once in LA. I promise you that.
Bro, I'm tired. Why did LeBron get the ball when there's 3 seconds left? Y'all had a whole 24 shot clock. I get the ball at 3 seconds, bro. Come on, man. I'm tired of bailing y'all out. I'm tired of this shit. This is why I got AD now. Then he out the game half the season. I got nobody.
He didn't look bad though in that game in the Nuggets. It looked like he was starting to catch his rhythm again, and he got that block that saved the game. Well, not saved the game because it wasn't really no guarantee he was gonna make it anyway. But it was a nice block to clinch the vet.
I think he sees the
Nuggets game.
I think he looks himself in the mirror sometimes and be like, "Man, look."
Oh, can't do it like I used to.
Well, hold on, Cliff. He didn't play the Nuggets game. He only came back for the Kings and Raptors games, and we lost those games back to back last weekend.
Oh yeah, he's out till what, Thursday?
The Nuggets game was just my boy AD
That's
no
who I
given
meant.
short-
That's who I meant. AD. That's who I didn't. I said.
Oh,
I
I'm
said
sorry.
AD.
I thought you said LeBron didn't miss
No,
half
no,
that.
no,
My
no,
bad.
no, no,
My
no,
bad.
no.
My
I
bad.
said he
Yeah,
looked
AD
like
did
he
good.
was catching his rhythm back.
I was talking about.
Yeah, I agree.
I was talking about him.
You were talking
Come
about
to
who, cuz?
LeBron come to the realization that
Oh,
Can't
okay.
do what you used to, man.
shit's on
older.
the decline. It's on the
Yeah,
decline.
man.
It's not like
So hold on, time out. That's a good point.
Steep. It's not steep, but it's like this.
It's coming.
So hold on, time out. So let me just stick.
Don't
with
get
that.
no better than this. Is all I'm trying to say.
So you're saying, Aaron, you're saying for the record that LeBron James's game is on the decline.
Yeah, on the record. If that's what you want to do, if that's how you want to play, yes.
Okay.
On the record.
I will give LeBron this, regardless of him being on that foolery lately. LeBron has been in the MVP talks almost every season. It was number one before
I'm not denying his greatness.
His decline is still a lot of NBA players' ceiling. Let's not get it twisted.
I'm gonna say, yeah, that's very true.
I'm just saying that, like, look, at some point you have to realize that I'm not as great as I once was.
How can we say that?
That's a good thing. That's what Carmelo had to realize, right?
But Carmelo has no rings, Aaron.
LeBron was the same age.
LeBron just won a chip last year.
I was gonna say LeBron has the luxury of figuring that out after 4 championships and a bunch of accolades.
Well, and I don't mean to throw you off of your I want you to continue your point.
Right.
But it's not that Melo could not have done that as well.
He couldn't have. All right, I get that.
But he chose the money play over the legacy.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
Carmelo is a bad example, perhaps. What I'm trying to say is that LeBron is in a position to where he can quit today, and he has the greatest accolades, but he chooses to go on. And he complains about the circumstances that he impedes upon to his goals. This is 2021. You have been in the league since 2003. Right. You have to adapt.
I mean, but I feel like he has just not.
But the play-in tournament, he doesn't like it because I'm in risk. My shirt's in the fire.
Right.
That's all I'm trying to say. Like, you don't like it because.
But aren't they 6? They're 6 right now.
They're 6 right now.
Like it. Also, no, say, like, either way,
they're 6 because they're giving Portland 7. They're giving Portland 7 at the current moment.
No, hold on. I got it in my notes. I took a screen share earlier for the podcast.
Yeah, because I wrote it down.
So
I wrote it down.
The Lakers right now.
If they're not in that play-in tournament, and he's still complaining about it.
They're 6.
Well, maybe his
homie
I
thought I seen 5.
Maybe his homie is.
Because Portland's the game behind. They're like a half game behind.
But Aaron,
they're tied for 7.
They're a game behind.
I don't even know why LeBron's tripping because if the playoffs were to start today, we would play the Clippers because they're number 3. And I still have my money on us if LeBron's playing. I have my money on us beating the Clippers in 7 games. Clippers are still
I'm not going to argue on that. That makes sense.
You know what? The way the Clippers have been playing and they've been missing people, I could see them making it a tough game without LeBron.
You mean the Lakers? Where the Lakers been playing?
No, the way the Clippers have been playing.
Okay.
The Clippers haven't been playing the best. Paul George has been bailing them out. And Reggie Jackson comes up from time to time to do his thing. But I wouldn't say that they are the team we thought they were going to be when they never are. First.
They never are. You know what I mean? They never are. Every year. I feel like Cliff. Hey, I want to see what y'all think. I feel like the Clippers like the Dallas Cowboys. Every year they're like, the Cowboys are going to be the team. They're going to be good. One's got to look out
and then you play half the season and they're fucking.
If you grew up in the 90s, that was the case.
You got the 3-headed monster.
Nowadays,
that shit.
I still hate them, but anyway,
we're gonna win. We're gonna win the Super Bowl this year, and then they go fucking like 4-12.
Full confidence.
Like, bro, what the fuck? 4-12, bro. What is going on here? Who dropped the ball?
But you know what? To your point though, y'all. I mean, maybe LeBron is scared of that man, Steph Curry, with the play-in.
I mean,
because I would be scared of. I'm not
Steph's an 8.
That's a team I'd be scared to play. That's a team I'd be scared to play.
No.
That was a rough comment. He'll like that too.
The Warriors?
No, I would not be worried about the Warriors if I was the Lakers.
I would be.
I would not be worried about the Warriors if I was the Lakers.
Okay, without
they looking like they having
with
fun
or without
out there.
LeBron. With or without LeBron.
Either.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Either.
Yeah, you tripping.
Either.
Curry would drop
70.
You gotta win every game.
Nah, G. Not if
He
you
will
run
drop
it right.
crazy points.
I would run all small ball out there. Of course, I keep AD at the 5. You gotta keep McLemore on Curry. McLemore got your best D's the guards from the guards' perspective.
Even if you Curry, who's going to stop Curry?
Curry's still dropping 40.
Who's going to stop Curry?
Curry ain't dropping 40 if McLemore glued to his motherfucking ass and you got a spy out there on him. Because who else is going to score? Really, who else is going to score?
Andrew Wiggins has been getting buckets.
I'll let Andrew.
James Wiseman's out for the season.
I'll let Andrew shoot the lights out. He's not hitting more than 24. We're good with that. But as long as we stop Steph from scoring 30 or more, Andrew can take open shots all night long.
And this is without LeBron?
With or without LeBron.
So can AD drop 35 for you?
No.
Without LeBron?
No.
Nope. Because AD's been re-aggravating his.
So is Schroeder going to drop 20? So is Schroeder going to drop 20? AD's going to drop 35.
Schroeder was hurt the other night too. Schroeder ain't even been playing lately.
So where's your first 100 points coming from? Can we talk about that? Like, where's the first 100? Because you know you're going to score at least 120 to win. So
Curry is the Tom Brady of the league.
AD giving you at least 27.
Hell no.
AD giving you at least 27.
Healthy,
he had 21 that one game, right?
He had 19 the other night.
Against the Nuggets, I'm pretty sure he ended with 21 against.
But what was his field goal? What was his field goal percentage? Like,
I don't know.
How many shots he put up?
I didn't look at the stats.
Because if he shot like 5 for like 12, bro, that boy's gonna have a long night.
But he's also coming back from injury. That's why I said it looked like he's catching his rhythm. I'm not saying that he just AD back again. You know what I mean? But it looked like he's coming into the flow of things. And like Cuz said, we still got 2 weeks left in the game. He
had 25 points.
See, I knew it was 20-something.
Right.
What was his field goal percentage? How many did he shoot for?
He was taking some middies too, some long twos.
He was. He definitely was. I'm trying to find it last, but anyways, so AD, because he still got that calf injury that's been kind of lurking.
Yeah, so he's just shooting.
Right.
I don't see. He ain't going to the free throw line.
You need him to play though while LeBron is still out. You need him.
You do. Play. I mean, you definitely need him to play.
And then I would bring LeBron back in, and I would sit him even if he was halfway healthy. Now we gonna try to limit LeBron's minutes until this playoff starts.
So my question is, if LeBron came back after 20 games, which was one of the longest spells in his career, why would he not just sit out till playoffs? Because
that's what I don't understand.
If you look at the West
last week, I thought.
No, but we just thought his team is in dire straits.
But listen. They're in 6 seed. They're in 6 seed right now. You got Portland, you got Golden State, Memphis, and San Antonio. I have no faith in Memphis or San Antonio at the 9 and 10. And then you have Portland, maybe, where there's only 2 people that are really on that team that's keeping them together, which is CJ and Dame.
Right.
So I mean, and then you look at Golden State, who is a one-headed monster, and Steph. So really, if you had to play in the tournament, you wouldn't have confidence. Right. You wouldn't have confidence that they would just sweep through them 2 games.
He don't want to have to push through that much of a stretch. You feel what I'm saying? I got to play 2 games back to back just to hit the playoffs where I gotta. If best case scenario, I sweep the first 3 rounds. That's 12 games.
You know what he's mad at for real?
But if you tear your ACL, you're out the rest of the season, so it doesn't matter.
Who's mad at Aaron? He's mad at AD. He's like, man, look, man, I thought you was gonna just carry us into the sunlight, make it to the playoff, and I was just gonna come back in the golden chariot. And
no, he can't be mad at him. He got to be mad at himself.
That's what I discussed
this last year.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's what it looks like.
That's his fault. You're not grooming AD. AD is Robin and you're supposed to be Batman. You're not grooming AD to be
fuck all that.
Batman.
Fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. If you'd only just kept your eyes open, first of all, picking AD was a little wild to me in the first place. I understand why you did it, but that's a little wild to me in the first place. But if you did just for one time in your entire career, LeBron, keep a small forward and groom him. And groom
Never
him.
had one. He never had one.
Never in the history of his career has he had a small forward besides Jeff Jones or whatever his name was in Miami. James Jones.
And he followed him from Cleveland. Now followed him from Cleveland.
And he did nothing but shoot.
I'm not gonna refute. Just keep going.
I feel like LeBron has always been threatened by people that play his same position.
LeBron is the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4, and sometimes the 5. How you spread it?
He's never.
He's everybody.
The fact that you had Julius Randle, and you had Brandon Ingram, and you let both of them go to get your AD plus some,
and Josh Hart and Lonzo. He gave up the half the team.
Jordan Clarkson.
He gave up 5 players for one player.
That's the Kevin Love. That's that Kevin Love shit. That's why LeBron will never be front office. That's why they stopped him.
First round picks.
That's why they stopped him. LeBron was trying to buy an NBA team, and they was like, "You can't buy that while you're still in the league." No, that was really like, "Nah, motherfucker, this nigga's gonna fuck one of our teams up. We need to come up with an excuse to stop him from buying this fucking team."
Yeah.
They give up 5 players, 2 first round, a first and a second rounder, and a future second round swap. And another first, second round swap. Bro, they give away their future for this player. And what happens when he gets injured? LeBron's complaining. And when LeBron gets injured, he's complaining. Bro, you can't win. You just can't win.
That's the truth, though.
You know what? That's probably why LeBron's wife don't be coming to the games or be in the spotlight like that. LeBron's wife probably said, no, actually, what was it? No, when Lakers won the rings and the families gave a tribute to the players, we talked about this previous back in the day, but I believe LeBron's wife wasn't on the video. I think it was like his kids. Everybody had their wife and their kids shouting them out. Congrats, Paul. His wife was nowhere even in the video. It was just his kids. Yeah, I think everybody's sick of LeBron. I mean, they gotta be.
What you trying to say? That they marriage is on the rocks? God damn.
No, I'm saying his wife. Listen, his wife.
The new Space Jam movie, right?
Yeah. He went back to Space Jam. The Ghosts Collide.
Hey, look. The new Space Jam movie is about his son saying, "Look, I'm not trying to be you."
You are right.
He's not.
So who's really depressed? Kevin Love or LeBron James?
LeBron James.
Kevin Love is definitely depressed, but he's depressed because he's just terrible. But LeBron James is he's like successful depressed. Like, I'm so good.
Right, more money, more problems.
So you know, I don't know. I can't equivocate. I think that makes, is that a word?
Equivalate.
Equivalent?
Now I'm confused.
Equivalent?
Equivalate is a word. Equivocate.
Equivalation.
I don't know, sir. We're reaching.
I think we're going with the L, not the K.
We're reaching here.
Or the
I can't
C.
compare my life experiences to his life experience.
Right.
As we
Can't
both know.
Equivalate, right.
Yeah. From being from Ohio in 2002, 2003, he was playing basketball games on national TV in high school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how to get to that point and what happens after that. That's what I'll give him. But after that,
the pressure, the scrutiny,
you had millions of dollars before the NBA.
Right.
Nike did.
This is true.
Probably went downhill when
I never made.
Bro, he's just an old man. He's losing his hair. His hairline's back to hair, bro. He's just going through midlife crisis.
He's in that do-rag phase of
Listen, them is caviar. Them is caviar problems. At the end of the day, I don't have
empathy.
Right.
No,
Pardon me if I don't have empathy for a motherfucker who dries their tears with dollar bills. So I don't really, you know what I mean? Buy a good therapist that you got the money.
If either of us, any of us on this panel, ended up bald, so motherfucking be it. It's part of the game.
Ended up bald.
Bald.
Yeah, what's
No,
that? Is that an issue? Is that a problem?
no,
Nah, man.
It's
Just a
problem
snapback
for certain
legend. You're a
things.
snapback legend if you go
look,
bald.
Mike was like the greatest player ever. He had a fade, he had a line, but he lost that. I'm gonna go bald. And I'm gonna beat the shit out of
I might go bald just to do it, just to see what I look like.
That's what Jalen
Oh,
Rose
Yeah,
did.
you look like
Jalen Rose headed for years.
Go ahead, Cliff. Yeah.
I will.
LeBron started going
You know
bald.
I'm gonna be on here if I
Go ahead, Cliff. You do your thing, Cliff. But I mean, we can't compare. We can't compare. I mean, I don't know how we got on the ball thing, but we can't even compare Mike and LeBron, though. You know, like Mike would never pull the engine for LeBron.
We've had that conversation, and it's almost funny. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stop that dead in the tracks, but we've had that conversation, and I think the best one that we've had about it was on the Do Fools Agree podcast way back in the day. That was me and you, Aaron.
I think I was there.
Why do people try to compare different eras?
I think I was there.
But why do people compare different eras though? The game style was different. The game style was different. The players are going to be different.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
There's certain teams that were more loaded than the others now.
Right. There were always
it's a lot. It's a lot of variables. There's a lot of variables in that.
The main variable is the money level. You got.
It was working for free.
You got average ass players making $60 million contracts easy.
Right.
Because they have to pay out the money because there's no one else they're paying. There's no one on their team. They don't. They're like the New York Jets. They're like the New York Jets. They're just paying people because they have to.
Jordan throughout his career, they brought up Pippen saying, "Oh, I'm only made $3 million for a period of time." Jordan said, "My average for my career is $4 million a year."
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan only averaged $4 million a year throughout his career. The greatest player ever. There are scrubs
that make $4 million now.
So what you're saying is that
the hate comes from the money.
The price of living and the cost of living only changes with sports, is what you're saying.
All I'm saying is that if you hate on another generation for being more athletic than you, that's you know,
hey, Debbie.
They should learn from you. But when they make more money for doing something that you thought you were doing,
Debbie.
I get that, bro, but like 30 years ago, $4 million is different than $4 million now.
No, it's not that. It's not that. Look, it's different. But think about what I'm saying. Michael Jordan made $4 million average his whole career.
Off of
that's
just
a bad contract
basketball, probably, though.
Right.
That's a bad contract. I would have held out. Screw it. I would have held out. I'm out of here. See y'all later.
When you look at what average mid-level NBA players are getting, it's $50 to $60 million contracts over 4 or 5 years. Easy money.
Has the revenue that they've made per year increased since as well?
That's the collective bargaining agreement,
right?
That the NBA players come up with. They had those contracts that came out with the ABCs and ESPNs and TNT,
and that's what I mean. That's where it comes from, though, because these motherfuckers is playing with more chips. The pot just got bigger. You feel me? So if we're playing with more chips, and I see your chips as somebody that it gets those cards dealt to, motherfucker, where's my chips?
Right.
I'm winning, and my stack is staying the same, and yours is getting bigger. Now that ain't happening. So,
what
was you about to say?
Like Charles Barkley. You don't see Charles Barkley in video games, right? You don't see Reggie Miller in video games.
You didn't see Michael Jordan in the video game till like 2K18.
Till the check came up. But Charles Barkley's argument and I'm not really a whole Charles Barkley fan, but he had a good argument was there's a lot of great players you're not giving money to and you use their likeness. Right? You're giving
they do that in college. They do that in college.
Average mid to level players $60 million, but you can't get an Iceman $1 million to be in the video game real quick.
Nope.
Right.
That's the discretion that they have. When you ask what the problem is with the new generation and the old generation was, it's the dollar difference. It's always going to be that.
Right.
You get paid more for what I used to do, a lot better than what you do it as. Like if I was your age and we was the same age, I would dust your ass up.
So there's the net. Wait.
Here we go with that.
Wait.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. I'm not saying.
So there's the next question. Has there been in this generation? Have they not done it better enough to get paid more? Everybody's a naturally better. You can look at some of the worst shooters in the league, and they're still up there with some of the best shooters in the league back in the day.
The game has been catered to that playing style.
I don't think that's
I blame Curry.
I
blame Curry.
I said, but yes. But the game has been played to just like with any other sport. This is just about basketball. But with
that's right, Mike.
When you hit quarterbacks nowadays, it's a peril. It's
a flag. 15-yard ceiling.
What's going to happen if you hit a quarterback? He had the ball in his hand, did he not? 20 years ago, you just hit him.
20 years ago, you tried to kill him.
I give him
right.
If I got a clean shot at the quarterback, don't let it be at his back, too.
He's out for the season. See you later.
We all played Blitz, and Blitz seemed like a game that wasn't too far off. Like
it wasn't.
It was a violent game, but I'm not trying to say anything bad about the game of football.
I know what you're saying.
It wasn't too far off of what you were taught how to play the game.
Originally, correct.
Yeah, originally.
Yeah, go out and stop him. I'm not telling you how to do it. Just stop him.
Listen, back in my day, we were taught to lead with our head and tuck your neck into your shoulder pads.
Yeah.
That way, your shoulder pad stopped your head from jamming your neck. I bit my spinal cord twice, too, so.
Dang. You tried to light somebody up.
Listen, it was either me or you. And that's every time I'm going. But I guess so they were onto something there. So I guess they were half right. But we're here to talk basketball. Moving on, and we're talking about playoff contention. So I'm looking at the teams that are right on the edge, i.e. the Boston Celtics and the Portland Trailblazers, both at 7.
Yep. Yes, they are.
That's right.
Trailblazers beat them on the 2nd. Did they have a back-to-back?
The Trailblazers and the Celtics.
Yeah, I think they had a back-to-back, though. I didn't catch the second one if they had a second one.
I wasn't watching any repeat games, if that makes sense. If I saw that a team played twice within the week, I only watched one of the 2 games.
Really?
I didn't want to. Yeah,
I understand it for time's sake.
Right. But you said the Celtics and the Trailblazers, right?
Yeah, the first game was on the 2nd, and the Trailblazers beat them by 10. It was a decent game, actually, to the end of the game. Evan Fournier went off in that game. That first one I seen. Yeah,
so they played, I don't have the dates, but yeah, one of the games I have is Blazers won by 10, 129 to 119.
Yeah.
CJ McCollum went off.
33.
33, yeah. And then prior to that.
Oh, they played before that.
Yeah, I don't see that they. So within the past week, I don't see that they played twice.
I thought they had a back-to-back.
Some teams did. I skipped some of
them. Had a back-to-back.
Yeah, I know that.
Bucks is down 9 points right now.
Yeah, I know that. I know they had a back-to-back.
Woo!
I know the Bucks beat them the first game.
124.
No, the Bucks beat them the last game.
Both games.
124, 118. I don't know what the first game was on the second, I believe.
One went to
Bucks
like
beat them once. Yeah,
it was like 117, 114, like one of the games.
So that was probably the one on the second.
It was a good, like, I think that was Sunday.
Oh, so it was okay.
But
Yeah, that was the second Sunday. Yeah,
that's like when you look at the series,
the second and the fourth.
Like, the playoffs on the Eastern Conference. That's gonna be a good series to watch. I hope it happens.
Oh,
the Bucks and the Nets.
Yeah, no, and I actually had a question on that game is if they played in 7, who y'all got coming out of that?
Well, it depends. So
is Kyrie and is the whole gang gonna show up?
Yeah, it's Harden back. It depends. Cliff.
Listen, I said it. Didn't I say it? I said Harden's back by the playoffs. You will see James Harden by the playoffs.
Yeah. There should be some type of fine or penalization.
We say that
every episode.
Every episode.
I'm just saying.
That's the Greg Popovich. That's the Greg Popovich rule. We're gonna rest our players. We need them.
We're gonna play on something. Do 20 suicide.
Every episode we say that. That's the truth, though.
Do 20 suicide. Show me one.
Well, honestly, Cliff, depending on the seeding, I feel like the Bucks got to get past the Knicks. I feel like the Bucks got to get past the Knicks. The Knicks are a team to beat.
You feel like the Knicks. You feel about the Knicks how I feel about the Suns.
I do feel like that's a bad matchup for the Bucks.
You know what I'm saying?
I do feel like stylistically, that's a bad matchup.
Obi Toppin, RJ Barrett. Derrick Rose.
Especially Randall has enough skill to have to keep Antetokounmpo on the outside to where you're not getting those rebounds and all that. My people is in there. I can keep you out here on these fadeaways right at the 3-point line or these step backs into the corner like he loves it. It doesn't matter who has their hand up. They can have their hand up already, and he'll catch the pass from the sideline and still go straight up, and it's like, what affects him? The only person that shoots like him is my guy. I've been talking about him from the beginning.
Who?
Don't
tell me Colin Sexton. Don't tell me Colin Sexton.
No. Who did I say has the best stroke in the NBA, I think? Or I said the smoothest
Kyrie?
shot. No, I didn't say Kyrie. I said the smoothest
Seth
shot
Curry?
in the NBA. Jason fucking Tatum.
Man, he's fluky.
Jason Tatum hit shot.
Boy's fluid.
Best edge up in the league. Then he got the best hairline in the league.
He does. Listen, that's correct as well. But his shot is just so smooth.
His shot is smooth.
He just has,
but it's not
smooth
consistent.
Shot. You think
but it's not consistent. It's not. I know not. Look at their seed right now, and they're a talented team.
Seven.
Athlete wise.
What does that have to do with his shot?
I'm just saying, shot can't be that great if they're sitting at a 7 seed.
He can't do it his.
He's dropping 60 points.
But hold on, time out. Hold on. You just said he can't do it himself. But Steph Curry, who you've already said has been doing it himself, has his team.
He can't do it himself. What do you mean? What are you saying? They're higher up in playoff contention than the Warriors are.
Right.
No, the Warriors at 8.
That's my. That's my. Hold on. So the Warriors, you have it already
8 and Boston 7. Yeah, the Warriors is 8 and then Chicago is 7. So they're right.
The Warriors are 8.
Right. Yeah. So what are you talking about? So he can't do it himself. Neither can Steph.
Steph is, but we already said Steph.
That's why they both gonna be in the playoff tournament.
You said what?
Fighting for their livelihood.
You see that shit, nigga?
Woo! Wait, what just happened? Hold on, Aaron. Whoa, bro, what just happened? Hey, did Aaron just hit the Ric Flair on us?
Yeah, he sure did. Ric Flair the shit out of it.
Woo!
I thought they was trying. I thought they was gonna make a pull back. To be honest, I thought the Bulls was gonna pull back right into that tournament.
This isn't a real good pool of NBA players as far as the draft is concerned.
Oh yeah, coming up.
Yeah, so I could see taking the year off. Find what you can find. Plug it in. If it don't work, trade it.
That's what Cleveland doing.
I think that's what every team that's below 500 or not having a playoff.
Speaking of Cleveland, did you see what shouts to my nigga? Well, first of all, we never hollered. I meant to shout Melo for making the top 10 all-time scorers list.
Oh yeah, right.
On that game against Boston, was it?
It was against. I don't think it was. You might be right. I'm trying to hold on. It was against. Damn, I don't have it. I guess I don't have the team.
It was no, it wasn't Boston.
Was it Boston? Right, I don't think it was Boston. It was against. That's going
the Hawks.
Hold up. Right. I was gonna say it was
Hawks.
a team that was so. Yeah, so team.
Yeah, but yeah, shout to him. But no, what I was saying was Isaac Okoro. He got his all-time highest scoring game. What he had 32 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists.
Was that the Suns game?
Yeah.
Was that the Suns?
Man, he was going off. That was
Let's
a
talk
good
about
ass
that
fucking game too.
Let's talk about that game.
Let's talk about it because Kevin Love fucked us up twice.
No.
Twice.
I seen the highlights in that game.
You didn't see those two Kevin Love had two crucial he had one turnover in less than 3 minutes on the clock that caused them to go up 2 points. Then he had another turnover in overtime. And then that's what caused them to go on a run and win the game.
So what happened?
Why is he handling the ball anyway? Why is he handling the ball?
He was passing out the paint both times.
So what happened to the Cavs, Cliff, when they went in overtime? Which I did want to give you kudos.
He was passing in transition, but the other he was passing out the paint. But what you said,
I did want to give on this podcast tonight give your Cavs kudos because I'm learning a lot about your Cavs lately from the highlights I've been watching. The Cavs play to their opponent's talent. They play to their rhythm. So meaning if they play a good team, like they'll play some good ball usually. Like right. they'll lose, right? But they're like giving them a chance to, overcome that deficit. But the problem is I seen when y'all went into overtime with the Suns went on a 16-0 run against y'all before
right after that.
Detrimental.
It was right after that turnover too. It was right after that turnover, that Kevin Love turnover. It was just like the team was like, what the fuck? And just broke down.
But there's four other guys. So my whole point is, why did Garland disappear in the overtime? Why did Colin Sexton, Okoro? Why did those guys, and your boy, what's his name? Jared Allen? He was having a good game too.
Garland didn't even play that many minutes if he played that game.
He did. He played. Mm-hmm. He got some buckets too. Yeah. He
didn't play that many minutes. And you are right, Aaron. Biyombo did play that game against what's his name? That was the game he only scored 2 points. I wasn't really paying attention to his bitch ass.
Trash. No reason why for that.
What was that? That was against the Bucks. That game we was talking about.
I got briefly discommunicated from what was happening. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened.
Nah, but you was right about that.
Cavaliers.
Oh no, we was talking about the Cavaliers yet. But the bottom line is I told you that Isaac Okoro is developing. I said that he's starting to get comfortable, get used to the speed of the NBA, and that's what we need. I said that's the same thing about Darius Garland. I said what you're eventually going to see is Darius Garland is going to turn into one of those Steph Curry type point guards where he can shoot from wherever, but he's great at distributing the ball.
I think we're giving him that. That's a pretty big. I don't think he's.
He already does it now. It's just a matter that right now the question is a matter of improving the percentages from the places that you shoot. But if we're being honest, at the start of the season, both him and Colin Sexton were beating Steph Curry in the 3-point percentage. They were both shooting over 40.
Granted, but they also shoot less than what
that's what I was about to say.
Shoot.
Granted, that's less than Curry's, but at the same time, what I'm saying is based on improvements in the league, you can definitely develop into that same style of player with experience along the line. Now, with Isaac Okoro developing, and if we get one of the first 3 picks in this draft, which it looks like we will, because exactly.
Well,
hopefully, a Cade Cunningham What that does is that turns us around tremendously, especially if we can offload this Kevin Love contract. That's why I
Yes,
told you
please.
that, right. That amen. That's why I told you last week we will be back in not contention, Aaron, because Aaron said, "What, y'all gonna be in?" I said no, but we're gonna be back as a threat, making the playoffs here in the next 1 to 2 years once we develop our team.
You'll be in the
you're already
playoff
a threat.
tournament.
You're
You'll be in the
You're a
playoff
great
tournament.
fan, man. Hey, look, I'm gonna give you props, man. You're a great Cleveland Cavaliers fan. You ride for your team.
The best one we know.
Hey,
I'm telling you, they're gonna be a
because
squad
look,
once they get.
look. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you. About what was it, 2016 when the Cavaliers actually beat the Warriors.
Right.
This is the only nigga that was saying, "Hey, look, I think they can beat them." I was like, "You sound
Crazy as hell."
you sound right." But lo and behold,
I made a couple of dollars.
yeah, lo and behold, he was right. So I mean, hey, look, you rock with your team.
He might be
pay
onto
attention
something.
and
I was
shit.
also upset when LeBron came back though as well.
Well, look, all I'm trying to say is, look, you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them because y'all won. That was great, but
you fucked
With
us
LeBron.
up for the rest of the
But-
next 10 years.
hey, take the ring and shut up.
Right.
Shut
And
the
you
fuck
got
up.
your savior, Cliff. You got your savior back. Anderson Varejão's back. Y'all just signed him to a
10-day contract.
Nigga, he
Hard
was
for
on
you.
both
Man,
sides.
for years.
He was the definition of Mr. Both Sides. Mr. Plays both ends. He got a ring. His ring is split down the middle like
But
Neapolitan ice cream. You feel what I'm saying? He got hella different logos on his championship ring.
They
I was-
cut that nigga.
Sideshow Bob looking ass nigga.
They cut that nigga. He refused to give his motherfucking key back to the gym and shit. Man. He was
I still
Yeah.
got
It's cool with him, man.
that on. Oh
Man,
shit.
it's cool, man. He gonna get some shots up. He gonna leave.
I was weak.
Listen,
They
they
said,
probably
it's
signed
cool.
him back just to cut his bitch ass again.
That's your guys' guy. That's the future. They said
traitor ass.
they
That's
said
the future.
Cleveland. The quote said Cleveland favorite. When they signed back Anderson Varejão again, 10-day contract.
Wow.
He
Cleveland
just wanted
favorite.
a chip, man. He just wanted a chip. He knew he couldn't get in. He was there. He was the original LeBron.
He might be your
supporter.
good luck though, because last time he played for y'all is when he won that when y'all got that chip, right?
That's very true.
Yeah, but he also
Him
got
and
traded
him
at the
and
end of the season.
Richard Jefferson and you
So
had
maybe they're
everybody
gonna-
except Mo Williams. You had everybody except Mo Williams. You had everybody
Maybe-
except and Drew Gooden.
What was Mo Williams in factoring in this equation? Mo
He's
Williams.
talking about on Cleveland. That was before
Oh,
LeBron.
oh,
that was
oh,
before
oh.
LeBron went to Miami, though.
Mo Williams was on that Delonte West team. That was
Yeah. All them, yeah.
Speaking
Right.
of Delonte
Garbino.
West.
See what happened.
Shut the fuck. Listen, yeah, that was when Aaron Parker played Candace Parker's brother. You know you gotta feel
He was
small.
married to Sheldon Williams. Remember Sheldon Williams?
No, I
remember
don't.
him.
Who was that?
From
She was married,
UNC.
she was married to that nigga,
Oh.
Candace Parker. Sheldon Williams.
No, who's
Whole
that?
Play
bunch, whole
for
bunch of
UNC,
no
Aaron?
names.
So all the people watching this, Google Sheldon Williams.
Aaron, he played for UNC, didn't he?
He's so fucking stupid. Now I gotta Google Sheldon.
Oh yeah, he played for UNC. I remember him.
Yeah.
No, hold on. He played for Duke.
Whatever he played, man.
He
that nigga-
married him. Whoa.
Yeah, they got
Hey, Cliff, he up there with Sam Cassell. Hey, matter of fact,
Williams, man. He do his thing.
Oh shit, he is definitely top 5 dead or alive.
he looks like 50 Tyson's half brother.
Oh man.
We're doing this man dirty right now, man. This man
Oh,
getting
dude, I
dirty.
can't breathe. Yo, I'm sick. I'm mad because Candace Parker is not no ugly chick.
She stooped down for that guy. She went way down. She drafted last. She drafted last in marriage on that round.
Shit.
Last.
Sheldon Williams, he was drafted pretty high.
This nigga said 50.
Not for her. Not for her. In the 64th pick of the NBA draft, we select Sheldon Williams. Like, what the fuck?
Why did you draft him? He married Candace Parker.
The last pick possible, bro. Gave him the last one, last slot.
Cliff, you got your phone?
Oh my god.
Cliff, look at this picture of this cat.
I can't. I won't. I will not. I didn't flip my phone.
Sheldon Williams.
Oh my god. That just killed me. All I will say though is that it must feel bad for everybody to know your sister in the NBA world more than they know you.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's rough for Aaron Parker. Everybody think of Mo Williams and everybody else before they think of Aaron Parker on Cleveland, and they be like, "Oh, you talking about Candace Parker's brother?" Okay.
Let me look him up. I didn't even know that he I didn't know who that was. Let me look him up.
Worse.
Aaron Parker. Oh, I see him now.
He said
Wait,
50 Tyson.
He looks like him, bro. I'm telling. Wait till you see that picture, bro. You'll be like,
wow. Oh man, that was too much for me. Where were we at before this?
We were talking
about your team, Cleveland.
Cavaliers.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about them Cavs.
Whatever.
How they got smashed on by Miami on Friday.
Oh, they definitely
smashed.
Was
I was in Cleveland for the NFL draft.
Oh yeah, Lester was in.
Oh, you was?
I was in Cleveland, and I'm up there, and I'm just hanging out.
Man.
Right.
You know, Les says
you're a football statue, bro. You're a football statue.
Hey man, I'm in the gym, man, working out. You know, maybe they could sign me to a 10-day contract. You know what I mean?
He went to Aaron. He went. Aaron, he went to the same school as Aaron Donald for the Rams. Lester went to.
Yeah, man. Aaron Donald, and Dan Mason. They were both supposed to go to the NFL, and we knew it. We called it. We said these dudes are great, and we watched them go. And Dan Mason got redshirted because he tore his left ankle or something stupid. And boom, we're supposed to be two of them.
Still laughing.
But I can't get over that.
But yeah, nah, man. Cleveland, man, just keep plummeting, man. I'm saying Cavaliers hold the hope alive.
You already know who he is.
And get a top round pick, and maybe you could, you know, maybe make a trade, man. Offload Kevin Love's stupid ass because he ain't doing nothing for you except tearing up your cap. Y'all ain't got it. He's tearing 20-something million out of y'all every year. And what has he did for y'all?
The Rangers, some shit with like a lot of drugs and shit. He throwing like great parties or something. show love or something, man.
Kevin Love ain't throwing no kind of.
Kevin Love ain't giving y'all no love in Cleveland, man. Go offload his ass. Leave him where you found him and keep it pushing.
Listen, you telling me like I got that authority, nigga. If I did that, nigga, that been gone.
Been gone.
It's Kevin Love here. Let me holler at you real quick.
Ever since he's been here, I ain't felt the love at all. Get out of here.
But we was talking about back to backs, wasn't we? Did we bring up the Warriors Pelicans back to back?
Oh, we did not. Those were good games though too.
They were both good games, and they went 1-1.
Yep. Lights went out second game.
You said what?
The lights went out the second game. I don't know if you've seen that in the highlights. In New Orleans, literally the lights went out twice. Middle of the game at the end. But yeah, go ahead.
But no, my question really was the Warriors 9, Pelicans, they're 11. Do they even get to right now? I know they ain't in the play-in. Do they even have a chance to pull up to 10?
I'm sure they do. I would imagine. I don't know what
you have. Do you have San Antonio losing out like that though? Is the question. You have San Antonio at the 10 taking, let's say 3-4 L's in the next 10 game stretch.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know who they're.
Well, the Pelicans. Well. So here's the thing: Spurs are 31 and 33. The Pelicans are 30 and 36.
Right. So they would
Okay,
have to,
so
like said, they would have to lose at least 3, and the Pelicans would have to win them to pull up into that position.
I think it's
and then it
possible.
comes down to a tiebreaker. Did the Spurs beat the Pelicans during the course of the season? If they did, then there's a whole nother,
Right.
scenario you got to play with. So it just depends on how many games is left. We're saying 2 weeks is left. So let's say, the average of 8 games, maybe 8, 7 games. So then they would have to lose at least 3, and the Pelicans got to win out. Well, who's the Pelicans' next 5 games? You know what I mean? They may be playing LA or Philly or whoever. It may be an
Right.
out of conference game. So they could get beat on, and then it just clears that all the way out. So
It's possible. Then I think it's safe.
but anything's possible in NBA, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Nigga, anything's possible.
if you show up and you play, I mean, you could beat anybody, really. But
What did y'all think about can't stand him still. Russell Westbrook's latest accomplishment.
balling.
He matched was it Magic Johnson? It wasn't Magic. No, it was Wilt Chamberlain. They said because he had a double assist, double rebounds. He had like 20 assists, 20 rebounds.
Yeah, I got the stat line right here. 14 points, 21 rebounds, 24 assists. And this was the Pacers versus the Wizards. And he was 5 for 8 from the field goal, and it was 295 points combined. That's a lot of points. Yeah. If you was on the line on the spread for total points,
no defense,
bro, none. It was ridiculous. It was just a shootout, like, bro. There was practice. You see AI. Remember when he showed up to practice? Yeah, practice. That's all it was.
Whose record did he beat? Who?
Wilt. He either tied. I think they said he tied Wilt Chamberlain for that accomplishment with the 20 assists, 20 rebounds in one game.
Oh, okay. I'm following now.
But once again, y'all,
it is.
Y'all know my opinion. I mean, this is stuff we already know about Russell Westbrook being a stat player. But how do y'all feel about that with him and his accomplishments so far in the league? Like, is that enough for his legacy? Do y'all need to see him win a chip or win some chips? Like, how do y'all feel?
I don't think he. Oh, go ahead.
Somebody just slammed the door in your locker room. I don't know who the fuck that was.
I just put something in the oven there.
Okay, I was about to say.
I'm trying to say, what was the question? Y'all fucked me up. What was the question?
So I'm basically saying, Aaron, I don't know if you've seen Russell Westbrook's latest accomplishment.
Oh, the empty stats.
Yeah, you feel like that's enough for him with the stats? Does he need to win some rings? I mean,
think about this. Like, it's like,
fuck that. You gonna put Chuck in the Hall of Fame?
Who, Chuck? Who?
Charles Barkley.
In the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put Russ in the Hall of Fame.
Okay. I
didn't already. Ring or not, already.
Was that the question?
Essentially, that's the deep down. That's what I got from it.
Okay. I didn't think that was the question. I thought it was something else. I thought you was asking
me without rings.
His opinion on his current play right now.
He was just saying without rings, does he have like a legacy in the NBA deal? And
did he do enough to cement his legacy with just the stats that he's been accomplishing? Do we need to see him win a ring or rings before we say, yeah, man, Russ is definitely top?
Do y'all know who Fab Lever is?
I've heard the name, but I do.
Fab Lever in like 1986 or 1985 or something like that, averaged a triple double.
Oh yeah, that's who they had. They had him and the other dude, Oscar Roberts or whatever.
Yeah. Robertson.
Whatever. I say that all the time.
Is the dude that you don't think about, but he did it too. So if you're asking if it's if Russell Westbrook should be into the Hall of Fame because he averaged triple double, I'm not sure of that.
But on multiple seasons, though,
he has made to the finals
on multiple seasons as well.
That's what I'm trying to say. I would be remiss because you got to think about like Mitch Richmond. He's a Mitch Richmond type player.
Right.
Richmond is definitely Hall of Fame.
Right.
But he never made no finals. He's never MVP.
And then okay, so here and just for the sake of argument, because we do, and I don't want to say we, I know I do a lot, compare the level of opposition as well as in your game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in this situation, it would actually be reversed, right? Because as far as assists go, you're assisting to players that are on a lot more of an elite level than people that Oscar Robertson and what Five goes
Lever.
West. Oh,
Fab Lever. Fab.
would also
Fab. F-A-B. Lever. L-A-V-E-R.
Okay, and Fab Lever would
I
have
don't know
been
where he's from, but it was hood as fuck.
would have been assistant to. I mean, I'm sure I'm not
Shout out to my
taking
nigga
nothing away
Fab.
from him.
Hey, I'm not. Hey, I don't know where he's from.
Was he in the Western Conference?
He was on the Nuggets.
Right. Well,
I just feel like so kind of like we talk about Curry. We know Curry's gonna shoot the lights out. We know that already. We know that. Like when he does it, it looks effortlessly. So it's still impressive. But it's like we know he's gonna shoot the lights out. We know Russell Westbrook is gonna stat pack. We know that. It's impressive. Still, don't get me wrong. We know that.
Wouldn't everybody stat pack if they had the ability to stat pack?
I get what Malcolm's saying in the fact
No, because they lazy.
Not necessarily.
Russ is one of them niggas that like to overly be aggressive about rebounds.
Exactly.
He's overly aggressive on rebounds.
Because he wants the ball.
You get the rebound and you run out, but you stay underneath the paint the whole shot to get the rebound. That's overly aggressive. You're a point guard. Lead the breakout.
Okay, I see from that angle. I see what you're saying.
Chris Paul will naturally get 15, 20 assists and 20 plus points. Not even trying. That's just he's just playing.
Oh no, he don't get 20 assists like that.
You not seen Chris Paul stats lately, bro? Chris Paul been getting 15.
All the still on Chris Paul
team. He ain't getting 20 assists like that, like Russ.
I mean, Chris Paul's number 4 in MVP conversation.
Right, but we're talking about assists.
He had 10 over the Clippers.
Yeah, Chris Paul. Look up. Right, Chris Paul's been beasting lately.
Yeah, but he's not. But we're talking about 20 assists. He ain't that. Chris Paul been putting up passes because that's what he does, but he ain't no 20 assists coming out of Chris Paul.
Chris Paul put up some points.
Chris Paul's been putting up 23 points and anywhere from 10 to 16 assists on average per game this season.
I would definitely give him 9.
In the point clips
this game, 19.
In the point clip,
he don't got no 13 assists average.
He's averaging 8.9 assists.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I said like 19. I was off.
But my whole point is, if he wanted to, he had that Russell Westbrook mentality where I'm a stat pack, truly stat pack. He could have 20 assists a game.
Why don't you? You got Devin Booker.
But what's the incentive? All right? So back to Russell real quick. But what's all right? So overall, for Russell, right? He's on the Wizards. Wizards ain't really doing nothing. Okay, he's going to drop triple doubles because
they got a chance for the play in.
They're
at 10 right now, aren't they?
They are
10 in the East.
They're at 10. They're at
10. All right, what I'm saying is this though. Overall, like Russell, because I remember when they were talking about like the one game, I was watching an interview. Russell's not playing. They were saying about his legacy. I was like, he's not playing for that. He's a true baller. Remember, like Jamal Crawford. He just he plays even in the offseason. He's still playing. He just loves the game.
That might be that Russell Lou Williams joint. Like I was asking why he don't do more than because he could be better than if he wanted to take a squad, he could take a squad.
And that's for sure.
But
Russell is just a stat pack.
Right.
Russell, that's why he gets 20 rebounds because he wants the ball in his hands. And why rely on a big to get that when I could just because think about it, half the teams just shoot and walk away. There's 5 people on the fucking field on the court. Not 4's not crashing. So one person shoots, the other guy, you still got your 5 walking down the court. Miss, rebound. The opposite team, you got 3 players on the opposite team already around the boards, and you got your whole team already back on defense.
That's probably
they're lazy.
That's probably a tactic as well. because Russell, they're known for a cherry pick. Russ is known for a quarterback pass across court for an assist. And that's a quick rebound and an assist if you beat the defense.
Right.
He's a stat packer. He's a stat packer. It's smart.
Stat pack.
That's almost like LaMelo Ball's
His fast ball,
his 99-point high school game.
Oh, right.
That was because you were cherry picking the whole time. Now that's not taking nothing away because they should have known you was cherry picking. You know what I mean? He was still hitting threes and shit, but guard up. This nigga's down the court. Guard up.
You also have to think about this though. Like that was a high school game.
Right.
You can be 6'6" and be the tallest motherfucker on the court. And if you're
6'6" in high school though.
All right, but what I'm trying to say is you could be of a smaller height and be of a dominant size to where, I can dribble, shoot, and everything else.
Oh no, he was good at dribbling and shooting and all that, but yeah, no, he
I always
wasn't that big in high
Cheryl
school.
Miller. Cheryl Miller in the age was like MJ in the court.
Oh, Reggie Miller's sister?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she was.
You're not stopping. It was just high school though, and a little bit of college, but like when she was playing,
right.
She put like 100 points in a game, I think.
Who's on the other side?
Right.
She did have some crazy game with points.
She scored 100 points in high school. Easy.
Right.
What?
She was a dog.
Listen, I don't. Whatever.
But
I don't.
I mean, you know, again, just to kind of end the Westbrook topic, I guess. I mean, obviously we know he's talented. I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like that can't be enough for your legacy. Is that the stats? I mean, you've got to at least win one. I feel like as great as you are, if he wasn't as great as he is.
Everybody don't have that luck. That's the same as saying same as saying Chuck should have got one, or Malone and
AI should have got one,
or AI
should have got.
Take it even further.
He was a stat packer.
Dan Marino and some people just aren't that lucky. That doesn't mean they're not good.
Chris Mullins.
Is he?
Chris Mullins is?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't not
Run
have
TMC?
Somebody like Russell
Run
in there.
TMC.
So let me ask you,
Richmond, Tim Hardaway, and Chris Mullins when they was with the Warriors in the early '90s. They was hurting niggas' feelings.
Would y'all take a Russell Westbrook?
Tim Hardaway.
Would y'all take a Russell Westbrook in his prime or an AI in his prime?
AI.
Take an AI.
I agree. I just asked, and I seen that the
AI was a dog.
I seen some people pick Russell Westbrook, and I was just taken back.
They're both stat packers. AI's gonna get you 27, 9, and what? 27, 9, and 5, 27, something like that.
He wasn't the best assist, but he could assist.
But I'm saying he could get you 9. He could get you
to assist to.
Right.
Was it Samuel Dallenberg?
Lambert.
Eric Snow.
Who did he have? Eric Snow.
Who else?
Knocky Jones.
Did
he have like some Mickey?
Eric Snow did ball for a while though.
He
that
did.
might have been that. That might have. Listen, stop. Listen. I'm about to jump out the window. I'm out the window with this one. That might have been the first Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum combo in the NBA. Tell me I'm lying.
No, there's one before that.
Tell me I'm lying.
I'm sure there's
one.
Lying. So you telling the truth?
Right.
Where's my hat at? Cause I see some cap coming.
Those were two guards that gave motherfuckers hell out there. That started.
Yeah. But
It's the same Eric Snow that went to the Cavaliers.
Scottie Pippen
absolutely
and Michael Jordan. Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan were two guards.
No, he was old going there. Don't stop playing.
You should have hung it up. You should have hung up the jersey. Take it off.
Y'all playing with my G, man. Everybody playing around.
Take the jersey off.
Was Eric Snow?
No, I'm not saying that that's my G or nothing, but
okay, all right. I'm just making sure.
Take the jersy off when you can't play no longer. There's no exceptions.
He did something.
There's no exceptions. There's no exceptions.
I didn't say he didn't play the game right. I'm just saying.
Hang the jersey.
You got like Eric Snow as an X factor.
Nah, by no means. But he helped. He helped a bit. But that's what I'm saying. That was his best. That was his second best. That was the second best player.
He scored 15.
That was the second best player, and he took y'all to almost the finals 2 years in a row.
Don't say y'all, but yeah.
2 years in a row.
I say I
understand. You know what I mean? I'm saying Shit, in that regard, I'm a 76er. You know what I mean? Back in them days, I was rooting for him.
I was too.
Hey, you want to know why that was?
Why?
NBA 2K.
Nah.
The first 2K was AI on that bitch. And that's the year they went to the championship. They got whitewashed by the Lakers.
And they won that one game and
I had his
my top
10. Yeah. Oh,
that was a game that established a generation of great NBA basketball games. NBA 2K was like, you know what I'm saying? It came in when Live was a shit, and then like Live fell off in 2000.
Live was hard.
Why, Aaron?
2006.
Aaron, why is your locker room empty?
Because we all spending his money.
Because what?
I ain't getting no playing time.
Right.
Nah, he's on the IR.
I don't know.
What's
everybody
the players
else
in the game?
Hey, you stay in the locker room.
Did they go home early? I feel
like I should go out and check them.
But they on the court. They ran out of seats. They ran out of seats for my mans. But they ran out of seats for him, bro. There's no more room out there.
The bus left an hour and a half ago, folks.
Aaron's that cleaning man where the team's already gone.
Like, I'm gonna do my podcast from here.
This was my locker.
He said I'm gonna do my podcast from here. Monk says gonna take the whole computer out.
I literally just took an L. I literally just fell out.
Bro, I seen somebody flip back. I said,
that's gonna be one for the books. That's gonna be one for the books show. Hey, we didn't talk about how Taysom tied Larry Bird for 60 points the other night.
I did see that. I did see that game.
I did
not see that game.
I did not see that at all. I got
that boy was putting in work,
what game
man.
Was that?
That was versus
let you know.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on, where my notes at?
It was a comeback. I think was it the Spurs?
Grizzlies?
I want to say the Spurs.
It was hold on.
Grizzlies, right?
No. It was the Grizzly game because they was down as much as like 36 in the first half. It was something crazy. And Tatum caught fire. Jaylen Brown was assisting. They was doing their thing. And they came back in that late fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Jason did his thing and they got the dub. But yeah, man, that was crazy. I was like, that was one of the longest. What was it? Tied for the longest comeback.
Was it the Suns or the Grizzlies?
I'm looking it up now. I'm trying
to see. Where am I?
The Spurs. I was right. It was against the Spurs. They was down by 32
Spurs.
points at one point.
I don't know why I thought Grizzlies.
Yeah. He tied Larry Bird for 60 points in the game in the Celtics.
Balling.
That was impressive. Now I also want to tell you you're right, Cliff, from a previous episode back in the day. I tried to make the argument to say that I thought originally
Jaylen Brown.
I think Jaylen Brown was better.
No,
now, he's still been balling too. But yeah,
he's a baller. But no, you need Tatum.
I picked Tatum hands down on Brown for sure.
Tatum's the dude. I mean, I'm a Celtic, so Tatum's the guy.
Oh, is that your
Tatum's
squad?
The guy. That's the Celtics is my squad. So when the Lakers tied us, I was like, oh, we ain't seen the chips since 08. It's been a while. I feel like the Cavs a little bit. It's been a little while, man. We getting cold over here.
Okay, I got two things to bring up here, and then we gonna wrap us up. We doing too much as well
2
again.
hour mark.
First, have y'all heard of your boy Hansel Emmanuel? The one-armed cat out of
Oh yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, he
that sounds familiar, though.
The one-armed nigga that be balling.
Right.
I bet somebody else.
Yeah, but he's gonna burn down the whole locker room.
Aaron
Aaron
you got an oven in that locker room.
Don't he?
But that's why. But that boy's on the IR and he's low for eating cookies and shit over there.
But y'all don't know nothing about him.
I think I heard of him. Maybe I think I heard of him. I might have.
Listen, I don't know. I wanted to know if y'all felt like he had a chance to make the league. Now, if you don't know him, it's gonna be hard for you to give me your opinion, because as much as I would like to say I want to see him there, I don't know. I feel like it would be one of those situations with your boy from Seattle.
Shaquem Griffin, yeah.
Right, like where it was like, yeah, you got him, but then after a while, it's like, fuck him, we'll release him. You know what I mean? We don't.
Did he get released?
Yeah, I don't think he's still on there, is he?
I know his brother got traded, I think.
But, yeah, I don't think he's still on there.
I mean, okay, it comes down to this. It comes down to this, really.
He might be, but I don't think I think he got released like maybe the year before last. We're in 2000. What year was this? The 20 season?
So actually, Shaquille plays for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, so we got traded.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up, then.
Oh, hold on. Time out. Lester, you're right. Shaquem Griffin is the one with the...
That's the one with the missing arm. He's the twin brother.
Yeah. Well, he's missing his hand. He has both arms.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. It's cut off.
No, it's at the forearm right here.
It's something like right around here somewhere.
No,
you know what? Cliff, you're right.
We got them.
He got free agent. I didn't want to say that. Aaron.
I know what you're saying. He has
right. He got something
above the wrist.
Yeah,
he has something above the wrist.
No, I didn't think that he had his whole arm.
He has like this.
He does. He's missing his hand.
Like
I thought it was literally. I thought he had like a half the forearm joint.
It's cut off
above the wrist. There's no finger. There's no above the wrist. It's like,
I'm not saying that's still not impressive. I'm just saying I thought
no. But you can grab something like this,
right?
Or he's a free agent. You're right though. He is a free agent.
But that's what I'm saying. So it was more so to me. It felt like they picked him up for the story.
It was, yeah. His brother.
So that brings,
and I was his brother,
right? And that brings me to the Hansel Emmanuel situation, where it was like, I feel like the boy is talented enough to where he could make a team coming up from like a G League situation, but I feel like if he does, it would only be possibly for the story. You know what I mean?
That's all it would be.
I do
That's
feel like now,
anyway.
if you've seen him, I do feel like he can be coached to definitely be a bench player in the league. You don't think?
I mean,
because I'm looking at you, Chicago Report.
What you talking about?
Huh?
What you talking about?
I'm talking about Hansel, the one-armed assassin.
In the NBA?
Yeah, do you think he has a shot?
Yeah, can you make it?
I'm not. That's why I didn't say nothing, because
I'm just being honest. Like,
I get what you're saying, but like, how are you successful in the NBA?
Footwork.
All right. Let me put it to you like this. I'm in the NBA. There's only 400 people in the world to get to play in this league.
Right.
In any given year.
Right.
There's a nigga in this league with one arm, and he just cooked me. How long do I
How long? Wait. How long what?
How long do I last in this league if a one
Tomorrow
nigga cooks me?
That doesn't mean that he can't, though.
But you're not.
On the plane. You get on the plane and you're released.
You're not. Look, here's what I'm trying to say.
He's cooking niggas right now.
Oh, here's what I'm trying to say. And I don't want to sound wrong about this. But
barbecue chicken.
Look, you cannot sit here and tell me there are not two armed, able and ready people to play the game of basketball.
I agree.
Over this man. And it's not against his game. You can play the game of basketball, but you have to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, look, maybe I might be on the coaching side.
But if he's ranked, he's ranked.
Look, man, look.
If he's ranked, he's ranked. So how do you get ranked if you have one arm? Do you just say, well, yeah, you're ranked, but you only have one arm? So all the people that you passed up to be ranked Or just now
Should be-
mean nothing?
should never touch the league. Should
But
never
what
touch
I'm
the
saying
league.
is the fact
Should never
that
touch the league.
you
Listen
are
to me.
ranked
Listen to me. I'm gonna
means
say this.
something.
I'm going to say this as clearly as possible.
Right.
Just because how serious this is to me. If you're one armed and you play in the NBA,
Right.
the people that you beat do not belong in the NBA at all. So if you make it to the league, that's
I
great.
understand what you're saying. I definitely understand what you're saying.
So the other part of that is how does somebody with 75% of what everybody else has in the league and trains with gets to be at the same level as me? Explain that. I'm not gonna end it. I'm just gonna say that, like, look, you're a quarterback, you have one arm. Tell me in my face that you think a one-arm quarterback is gonna make it in the NFL, or a pitcher who doesn't have a glove in his hand.
Wait. Well, that's two different questions, and I'll give you two different answers. First and foremost, what I will say is the only downfall that I could imagine that to be is on defense for the most part.
That's the only downfall you see.
Yeah, I mean, especially when we have we have a era of shooting guards that don't do anything but stay on the 3-point line. Definitely. Wait, though.
All right.
And then you can ask me whatever you like. But yeah, when we're in an era of people that just sit on the 3-point line, yes, there's a place for somebody with one arm that can catch a shot and shoot a ball. Now, secondly, what I'm saying is what I mean by the only downside would be defense is, of course, you have one arm that cuts off your ability to cut the court. But if you make up for it in footwork, that definitely means something in an era where you can't use your hands anyway. Can't use them. Can't use your hands.
I put my. I just want to say one thing.
Go ahead.
If I know you only have a left hand, that means you're left-handed. You're not going right. At least not today.
Well, see that. I mean, you gotta watch his highlights.
But here's what I'm trying to say. If you're right-handed, you're not going right today.
Right.
At least not on me.
Right. I get what you're saying.
Because how are you going to switch hands?
He can go left though.
He's going to sham God to the death. He'll be getting sham God.
Me to laugh. That is the truth, though. That's the truth.
I know what you're doing.
That's the truth.
Here it goes.
That is the truth. Around the back, sham God, or through the legs.
There's certain things that aren't made for you. I'm not saying that being a one-arm basketball player isn't achievable, but there are things that you can do that might make you. I'm not trying to say you. I'm not trying to discourage nobody, man.
Nah, and you shouldn't. And I think that there's still a possibility for my nigga. He got ranked.
I could be proven wrong. Is what I'm trying to say. I could be proven wrong, but at the same time, shit. You're not.
I definitely understand what you're saying, though. I definitely understand exactly what you're saying.
You finna dribble to the left with your right hand all day. Let me see you do that. If you can do that and beat me, you have ascended to the next level. But you're not finna just sit here and just go left with your right hand.
Right.
This whole time. No, you're not. You go shoot that receiver.
No, it'd be different. It'd be different on the professional level. Professional level,
you
got both hands. Cause dude's gonna apply pressure. That on-ball defense is gonna be a problem. It's still possible, yes. It's gonna be a lot harder.
Listen, we're in a league.
Should he go straight up?
We're in a league, right? We're in a league where motherfuckers sit on the 3-point line.
He could be that guy.
He's already tall. The nigga's in high school and he's already above 6'4".
Yeah.
Hey, anything's possible.
Like
if he can make it
or something like that.
if a team sees value in a one-armed player or a 1.5 arm
The
player,
nigga catching oops and all kinds of shit with one arm.
Yeah, but we're talking about the NBA though. We're not talking about, you know what I mean.
I mean,
get it. It's high
if one of them
school.
30 teams, if one of them 30
Like-
teams see that value in that player,
Like
bro,
AI
I mean,
said, practice. We're not talking about practice. We're talking about Aaron's
game.
boy Ben Simmons.
But all I gotta
the
say,
game that I love.
you don't get
know?
ranked. You don't get ranked in practice.
You don't.
You
But
don't
here's
get
what I'm trying to say.
ranked.
Like, look, you try to make the team. You try to make the team. You try to make the team. There's a one nigga. There's a one arm nigga out on the other side trying to make the team. If this nigga wipes you up, you never gonna make the league.
All I'm saying, it's a lot of people that ain't gonna make the league. It's a lot of
but
ranked kids that ain't gonna make the league.
Is, if this one arm dude wipes you up, your chances are forever fucked. There's never another chance for you. There's not. I saw that practice where he baptized you with one arm, no other arm.
Man, that don't
No, man.
mean nothing.
It does.
It
too,
does
man.
mean something. It means something, but it doesn't. That you can't just say that because even a man with one arm can catch you off, or especially catching a oop or something like that. That's all about a good cut and a good cut and a good pass. That didn't mean that you.
I'm not.
What happened, Les?
I'm watching this.
You're not
I'm
giving
watching
me
this.
Oh, it ain't
I'm watching
basketball.
the Jazz game.
We're going to move on because that ain't gonna
You're
work.
going to have to watch these. You're going to have to watch this first quarter highlights after this podcast.
Check it out, man. Look, this man has one arm, and he packs you out.
Bro, you're out of the league tomorrow.
He blocking everybody too in high school.
Well,
That's the
no.
truth. He blocking
He's
everybody.
the greatest ever.
He's smacking shit off boards and everything. You right.
What school does he go to? Like, you know, I just want to too. Like, what area does he live in? What school?
Oh, I can't.
I don't know. What do they
rank?
rank? What do they rank him as far as high school prospect?
I should have wrote it all down.
Because they got him in the top 100, and let's say he's in the top 10, he's going to the
One
league.
arm?
He's going to the league.
Let me see. Hold up.
Even if he goes to the G League for 3 years and they just attach extra arm, he's going to the league. Especially if he's like a junior or he's going to a senior year or one of them, or even if he's a sophomore, bro. I mean, but there's all these technology advances we got out here. Bro, they can sew an arm or something together. They can do something.
Okay, here you go. 6'6" out of life. Damn it. Let me go back because it ain't. 6'6" out of CG Life Christian. Elite rank.
What state
Florida.
is that?
He in Florida.
Never heard of that. And I mean, I'm not saying he's not probably an all right player. I definitely listen.
Oh, I'm not paying that. They want me to pay to unlock. I'm on the wrong spot.
I think it would just be a publicity stunt.
No, to unlock his. It says something like pay to unlock his.
Nah, that should be public knowledge.
Where the fuck was the shit I looked at? Yeah, that shit. That's not him.
But yeah, I don't know. In the era of anything can happen, I mean, you never know. I wouldn't be shocked if he at least made it to the G League.
Oh yeah, I think he got enough to get there. I'm telling you, in a league where you can just catch and shoot.
If he can shoot with one arm and he can do it accurately enough against professional athletes who got two arms, somebody would find him somewhere, bro. He would be on somebody's
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If this one arm nigga shoots a shot on me and makes that shit, I might go ahead and shoot this nigga the elbow for real. How do you go home with that?
Listen.
This one arm nigga give you 36 points. How?
Well,
then you think then he got one arm and it's better than your two. And feet.
and feet. And feet. 3-on-4, and he's beating you.
They still beating you down. Drop 30.
So,
I just dropped 30 on him. Feel like, go back.
now, what I will say is for the end of the show, what we'll do is, let me pull this up real quick. Okay, currently, we got Portland, Golden State, Memphis, and San Antonio out of the West in the play-in tournament. And we got Boston, Charlotte, Indy, and Washington out of the East in the play-in tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I want the 2 teams out of each conference y'all see making the playoffs. And I want y'all's hit the showers. I'm sure you know what the hit the showers is by now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
as
you
far as
got
the two
less.
teams, out of the East, I got Boston and I got Indiana. Now,
Okay.
the reason why I'm saying Boston is because, like, you see Jason Tatum constantly,
And they only need
just doing his
one.
thing. Yeah, you know what I mean? And he's going to do his thing. And I feel like they're gelling. Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, they're all doing their thing collaboratively. So they're coming together. So I feel
Right.
like no matter what team they're going to play against, as far as the play-in, I think they're going to do their thing. Now, I got Indiana. The second one is because, like, well, anytime that I've ever bet on Indiana,
They need
just-
2, though.
what you mean?
Indiana needs 2 wins.
What? Oh, hold on, it's the 7 through. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
So the Indiana, because they're in the 9 and the 10 spot, has to win twice to get in. They have to beat the 9 or the 10, and then they have to beat the loser of the.
Oh, okay, I get what
7,
you're
8.
saying. All right. So then I just got Boston as far as the coming out of the East. So as far as the West, it's a little toughy, man. I mean, you could easily say Portland because of where they at, but I'm giving it to Steph. I'm giving it to Golden State, man. I feel somehow, somewhere, some way, they're gonna make it happen, man. In that 8th spot, I feel like Portland's gonna lose somewhere. They're gonna sneak in. They might not have to play. They might just be able to sneak up. So I feel like Golden State, Steph doing his thing, dropping buckets. I feel like he's gonna be the one.
So wait, time out real quick, because on the East though, so you're saying Boston's gonna beat Charlotte, so they're going in.
Mm-hmm.
So who then out of those 3 is going in with Boston? Because you just said Boston by themselves.
Oh, okay. So I'm still sticking with Boston and Indy. So I think Indy's going to win. I think they're going to win
Indy's
over.
Indy's going to beat Washington, and then Indy's going to beat Charlotte.
Yeah, because Boston I think is going to sneak in. Okay. Well, not sneak in. I think they're going to just go in.
Okay.
Then out of the West, I think I'm going to take Portland, and I'm going to take Golden State, not just because of their rankings and the standings already, but just because I got faith in. I mean, I just don't believe in Memphis or San Antonio.
That makes the most sense
anyway. Yeah, I just don't. Memphis, who's on their team for real? I mean, let's be real here. Yeah. And if they do make it in, they're gonna get crushed the first round. So it'd be pointless. Just hang it up. And as far as hit the showers, man, was I was watching this game last week. Atlanta. Hawks, you have to hit the showers.
The whole squad.
The whole team.
Damn.
Trae Young involved. Philly crushed y'all by 44 points. Can you explain? Like 44. And we're talking about professional athletes here. They're supposed to be the best in the world.
Some people is on good nights. Some people have bad nights. Yeah, and sometimes they happen at the same time. I mean, what can I say? Because the Hawks are still number 5 right now.
Oh, my gosh. You still got to hit. I don't care. Hang it up.
Okay.
You need a cold one.
I ain't mad at you. What about you? What about you, Aaron? You ready, or you wanna defer your showers and shit them out, or me?
On me.
Yeah, yeah.
What you eating over there?
Aaron looked like Pops. Hey, Aaron looked like Pops on Friday. He said,
Hey, John
"Oh, the Hulk
Witherspoon. John Witherspoon over there.
Dude,
He got hot sauce on my burrito, baby.
y'all motherfuckers is crazy. What's
Aaron
poppin'?
is funny.
My hit the showers. I'm doing my hit the showers because I don't know. My hit the showers is Mexico. On 6 and here's why. There's only been five Mexican-born NBA players in NBA history. Been five.
What's his name? Hernandez. He played for Sacramento. We started in
Do you know who's the current NBA player that was Mexican-born? Juan Toscano Anderson.
He's a dog though. On Golden State.
I'm not hating. I'm just telling you.
Is it Golden State?
What I'm trying to say is when you think about the population of Mexico and how many of them want to get here, they have not yet mastered the game of basketball.
Well, that's not their sport. Boxing and soccer.
I get it. But Canada's where, like right up top? It's been like 74, 75 Canadians.
I'd rather come from a country where boxing and soccer is my sport than
you think so? That's because you five something. I'm not gonna say what you is, but you five.
five here.
I'm not gonna say what you is, but you five something. That's that Mexican shit. Because all them be out there with like 5'3", 5'4", 124 pounds. On the hell of weights. That's what's up. The band featherweight and all that other type of shit.
Perfect featherweight. He's a perfect featherweight.
Is that y'all trying? Man, look, man. For Mexico City to be the most populous city, damn near in the world, more populous than New York and Los Angeles. Y'all ain't got no ballers over there.
They use their feet, bro. They be running.
Boxing.
What's that? All right, so that sounds.
Who's next? Who's next? China. China got to hit the showers. Japan.
No. Hey, Canada got hell players. Puerto Rico got hell players. France, Germany. Where the fuck is Luka Doncic from? They found him.
Lithuania, I thought with Porzingis.
Yes. Yeah, nigga. Mexico's right there, and they come here every day. And we only picked 4 or 5.
Well, who's coming out of the Eastern and the Western tournament?
The East, I'm gonna have to go with the Nets.
No, the
play-in 7 through 10
tournament. East is the Hornets. The Boston Celtics is at the 7. Hornets at 8.
H is at 9 and the Wizards at 10.
Okay, there you go.
All right. I mean, it's the Hornets or the Nets.
Well, you had to have 2 teams because you had to have your 7. You have to dictate your 7 to 8 seed.
The Hornets or the Celtics. I mean, it's not.
I think they both coming out.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think there's no discretion over there on the Western Conference. There is
Western Conference. I feel like it's gonna be the same thing. Like I feel like either the Warriors is gonna beat the Trailblazers or the Trailblazers is gonna beat the Warriors, but neither one of the Spurs or the Grizzlies is gonna beat the loser. So either way, the top 2 is going in. I feel like it's gonna be the same way out east.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is when you come into the playoffs, I think the way you come into the playoffs is how you come out of it. If you're an 8 or a 7 seed, you go into the playoff, the playoff, whatever it is.
Right, the actual playoffs.
Yeah, and you come out a 7th or 8th seed. That's how I see it right now.
Right.
I don't see it being any different because I
I'm
don't see the
following.
Wizards making a step up or anything like that. I think it just ends up how it ends up. Now LeBron's gonna be mad, Malcolm. You really look at it because I don't see how he doesn't understand the process of the
Asking
play.
B.
I don't know. That should baffle me because I feel like LeBron James had a vote on the process of how the shit can go.
Right.
Like, fine, we're gonna do a playing tournament. Okay, my vote.
That's a good point, my brethren.
Chris Paul probably texted him and snapped on him after that. Like, bro, didn't you say?
Right.
But
With
I
the
mean, we'll
nails on
see.
text.
Right. We'll see. I mean, yeah. But I mean, I would say my team's coming out or coming into the playoffs from the playing tournament. Like Les said, it would definitely be the Warriors from the West. I see them getting completely in. Steph's been hot overall. Celtics, Jason Tatum back again, Jaylen Brown. I think them boys are gonna go ahead and get back into the playoffs. I don't think they'll go far into the playoffs. They'll probably lose after round one, to be honest. But they'll get into the playoffs though. My hit the showers. Speaking of Aaron's boy LeBron, bruh, nobody wants to hear you say you're not 100%. Just play the game. Sit out for when you need to sit out. When the playoffs come, just be ready. Be ready to play. Nobody cares if you're 98, 90. I don't. No one cares.
You are becoming what you most fear.
What's that?
The hard coach, man.
Oh, he been that. He been
Right.
that.
But
Right.
you're developing into it. You have
Right.
kids. I don't know about that. What I'm trying to say is when they play basketball, you're gonna be that hard coach. Like, look,
You gotta be hardest on it. You gotta be hardest on them little bastards. You gotta be harder on your kids than you are on any.
Lester heard me earlier.
Yeah.
Y'all heard, they heard me pre-pot. Listen, they know.
Hey, listen,
I don't be playing.
It's the
You gotta be
Belichick
hard on
method.
your kids.
It's the Belichick method.
You know
It
what I'm
works.
saying?
Yeah.
It works.
Who you got, Cliff?
Yeah, I said it out the East. I feel like it is going to be the Hornets and the Celtics. I feel like the Celtics are going to beat the Hornets, of course, and then 9 and 10 got to play to see who's going to play the loser. So I feel like Indy might possibly come out of that. Who was it? It was Indy at 9, and who was at 10?
The Wizards.
Wizards. No. I feel like the Wizards are coming out of that. And then I feel like the Wizards and the Hornets are a good fucking game for
That's a good matchup.
Ooh, that's a good game for a play.
It is a good game, actually. Yeah.
Where's Bradley at? Is Bradley still gonna be out, or is he?
He's been playing. He's been balling lately. He's been doing his thing.
It's going to come down to injuries. Who's healthy, who's not, and who shows up to that first game.
Now it'll come
Yeah, I
down
need
to
full
how many shots Russell Westbrook decides to take.
He's going to take like 9. He's going to be 9 for 30. You already know.
I need Bradley for full games. No half game shits.
Right.
I'm taking the Hornets. Hornets is coming out of that. Hornets in Boston coming out
I
of
think
East.
so too.
And in the West, like I said, it's Trailblazers and the Warriors. Same issue. I feel like the Trailblazers probably are going to take the Warriors, but nobody under the Warriors are going to take them. So they'll be out. As far as my hit the showers goes, as everybody knows, I support mental health, but Kevin Love, once again, hit the motherfucking showers, my nigga. Other than that, does anybody have anything to take us out of here?
Go Anderson, Varejao, and Vucevic. Keep doing your thing.
Anderson's.
Oh my goodness. Hey, all I gotta say is Hachimura dunked. He put his nuts all in
Hachimura.
Nah, Hoochie.
Hachimura.
Hachimura put his nuts all in Anthony Davis's face that other game, man. He did him nasty.
He did.
Vicious, savagely.
Stop sleeping on that. Stop.
I like the Hachimura.
Oh, Aaron's a fool to close us out.
Stop sleeping on that Japanese black mix. You see Naomi?
Hey, well, Corday.
Much love to everybody. Like, share, subscribe.
I know all that. Hit all that because I'll be forgetting all that. And for all my shower heads out there, be good or be good at it. Until next time, motherfuckers.
See y'all.
We out.